I find ways to be productive. And we're live. Hello, everyone. We're here.
Yo. Wildspace. You know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
Let's do this.
Yeah, I mean? Nah, chill. Relax. It's too pale in here.
Wow. I mean,
man.
it's just. I mean, I do have some melanin. There's some there.
Geez.
It may not,
Here
you
we
know,
go.
it's.
There you go.
Coming from the only white guy with his camera on, I feel the shade.
That's when I throw out the never in the history of fuckery has anyone who does not know me ever said, "You're a white guy," by looking at me. They've never, ever said that. I've always been mistaken for Latino.
Congratulations.
I don't know if that's a congratulations because I missed out on all that privilege that white people have. So, you know, I feel ripped off. You know, I need to appeal to the white council because I have not gotten that privilege that everyone else has gotten, and I'm quite upset about that.
It's all right.
Murder. It's overrated, also. That's what you're saying. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Pros and cons.
Yeah, I bet.
All right, so I'll fill the dead air. So everybody remember what happened last time? Anybody remember? You guys, you care? You remember anything? Remember anything? Anything? Some stuff happened. Some stuff happened. Yeah. We went to Juiced, right?
Juice.
That's the place.
Went to Juiced.
Yeah.
Talked to some merchants there. We're trying to figure out a way to trap these pirates, and we figured out we're gonna try to pretend we're selling some Xanatos stone, and we met these crazy kids. They're all supposed to be protecting our boat. We like pay them off to little street urchins. It's fucking scene of Oliver here running around the ship.
Anybody else?
What's that?
Well, he takes all the good stuff.
Kestis and Zaltic scored some sweet elven bread that Zaltic did not partake in, and Kestis is
No,
quite
I'm
upset.
big for that.
I Zaltic found out about there's this whole like I don't know, entryway into this top profile part of town that where we need like key cards to get into it. Or at least that's what Zaltic's mind is on at the moment, is trying to figure out how to get entryway into there to where the good stuff is and not the cheap stuff out in the regular marketplace.
Yeah, and Kestis also has a side mission or a secret rendezvous with Shazir, blind white dragon.
He's supposed to be dead. I don't know how he just pops up in this other world. He just
Right?
popping up. Like,
Right?
I know I
Multiverse.
killed that motherfucker.
Wild Wildspace.
I think Kat likes when I call her out. Huh? Well, shit.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Say
there's-
it. Look at me.
there's
Premature.
way
Let me
too
shut
much.
the fuck up.
Yeah, Claire spent way too much on a magic stick that she doesn't know what it does, and that's,
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yep.
10 platinum for a magic stick that she probably can't even use. We'll find out.
We'll see. We will find out. Anybody remember anything else? Anything that sticks out to you? Anything memorable? Anything that seemed interesting?
Well, at the end, 2 people showed up
Uh-oh.
from the past, and Claire immediately had to have Trace does not want to be involved.
Hide mode.
Ing
Definitely,
is setting up a retirement plan with Una. He's gonna try to hawk some of these coffee beans.
Just Sadamo.
Sadamo, yes.
It's exciting.
Ironically, I was on Amazon.
Yeah,
today
I think
looking for
that's-
a bottomless puck holder for my new espresso machine. I want to upgrade my espresso skills.
Swag. There you go, folks. Art imitating life, or life imitating art. Who knows? So we're down one player. It's unfortunate, but these aren't waters that we are unfamiliar with. So forging ahead, folks. Yes, I think you hit all of the important things. Met a couple of elven bakers.
Right, like that was
From some
important.
faraway fantasy land called Kentucky. I don't know. It's in the Pharaoh.
Should have got the chicken.
Right outside Louisville, even. Yeah, Zoltek learned something. It's a special kind of key card, password, identification card, guest pass, something that you need to prove that you have earned the right, or more likely bought the right. Into the more fancy, the more upscale, the expensive market district, whatever the fuck that's about. There is a secret meeting, some kind of like, what's the word? I think it begins with a C. Clandestine rendezvous that has been set up behind Unna's, the sweet old lady whom Ing may be going into retirement with. We'll see if she's alive by then.
She's got a son. He's there.
Yeah, boy, Lenny's a good guy. And of course, Claire noticed a individual who looked familiar, tall, feminine, red-haired captain of the zealots who all tried to take your ship, who you all defeated. She barely escaped and is walking with some new individual who you've never seen before. Seems to be real important and definitely has some very interesting clockwork devices about his personages. In fact, why don't we just dive into a description of the gentleman? You can see kind of off in a distance the crowd spreading out around them as if they're like, you know, important. People are actively getting out of their way. What you figure is probably a man, right, on the shorter side, pale, peach complexion, like someone who doesn't spend much time outside. He's wearing very Victorian era style clothing, ornate, but also there are like various elements of clockwork engineering about his outfit. You can see a green jacket cut way too short, up way too high. It would expose all kinds of midriff if his pants weren't hiked up high enough to cut it off. It's crazy. Just these long sleeves that flare out open at the end like bell bottoms for his arms. The pants obviously hiked up in this weird bustle apparatus built into him around his hips that make it look as if someone like stuck a plate flat down into his pants. Gives him this weird rim around his like hips. Strange. But the strange thing about him is this clockwork device that appears to be on his chest. Looks like a small radiator, maybe, or something. I know it's too far away. If you want to get closer, maybe you can get a better look at it. And then, of course, there's the massive tubular light bulb like bubble that encases his head. And the thing about the relationship between these two people is the zealot seems to be making like servile, subservient gestures toward this individual, kind of looking to them for validation, looking for them for confirmation about what should be done next. As they appear to be walking through this bazaar, again, the crowd of people, the thrum kind of separating away, breaking away, carving a way for them to walk through. And every once in a while stopping, looking over a stall, and continuing some conversation. You can't see what they're talking about. They're too far away. But they are heading directly toward you. Claire quickly pops the pass without trace. Everybody starts making stealth rolls.
I was gonna say, Kessis and Zoltek hadn't got back to the party at this point, right?
No. It is Claire, and I guess Claire and Ing right now. Seeing these individuals, Claire popping you all to recognize who that is, or at least who one of them is. You don't recognize the other. What do you want to do?
You did say you wanted us to roll stealth rolls first?
I believe you already did.
Oh, did we?
Or maybe you didn't.
Yeah, I did not.
Remember talk of a really bad roll, though. So maybe you did.
Oh, no, I did. It's up top. It's a 9. Plus the 10, which is 19.
Yes, that's what it was.
19. So, yeah, you can ignore that last one. 19, yeah.
Beautiful. Pass without trace. The way the spell works, typically is it's like kind of shrouding you in like a shadow, and it is eliminating your traces of your movement. So like it's getting rid of trail tracks or anything that you left behind. For this purpose, we'll say that instead of this bubble of shadow and it eliminating tracks, because that would be weird, right, in a place where there's a bunch of people walking around, we'll say that what it does is it kind of from a distance blurs your appearance amongst the thrum, making it almost like hard. If someone were to try and focus on you, it would be difficult to do so. You would kind of just look like a bunch of different people all moving back and forth, like kind of obstructing the vision and the view. We'll say that it's having a strange magical effect like that. With the rolls that you all rolled, you feel pretty good. They don't seem to have taken an interest in you. Yeah, I don't know what you wanted. How would you like to proceed? You know that you got your boys, or you assume are making their way back to you, unless they've run into some kind of trouble. And I believe you all were interested in going back toward the ship.
Yeah, I believe we were headed back towards the ship. And I had
because that's where they're coming from.
I had sent out
A Cuvier.
Cuvier, brain freeze. I sent QB out to go take a look at the ship to let us know what the kids are doing. And I guess, yes, he said that they were all on the ship, and we were like, we're gonna have to have them. So, back there. So we are heading back, and so we saw them. So Ing kind of looks around. And he's like, so I'm assuming we don't want them to see us and head back to the ship for now, correct?
I would feel much more comfortable with the rest of the group. Let's go back to the ship and meet them there.
As he's walking by, he sees some stalls and stuff with a bunch of ratty blankets and stuff. And he kind of grabs it and he wraps it around himself, which is that's his stealth. As he's walking through this, just wraps his blanket around him. He shuffles down through the crowd.
Just snatch a blanket from a stall?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sure, give me a sleight of hand check.
$13.
All right, not too bad, not too bad. As you're walking down, you large hippo, you're like, let me try and cover as much as me as I can. And you do see what appear to be not so much blankets, but like rugs, kind of like area rug situation. You see a bunch of Orientals, if you will, hanging up, the Oriental rugs. The only appropriate time to use that word, folks. All right?
Yes.
Here's the lesson for today. Probably still not appropriate, but anyway, you see a bunch of like rugs, different styles and things, patterns. You can see one of them looks a little tattered, looks like it's a little dirty, looks like it's been like it was in the middle of being cleaned, and somebody has stepped away to go, I don't know, get more cleaning supplies. Who knows what? You quickly snatch it off the hanging. There's like a little like a metal bar that has come out that is hanging on. And you kind of wrap it around yourself, cover yourself to try and mime. What did you see some of the people here are wearing? They have these, full head to toe like robes covering themselves. And just as you get it around and you start walking away, you can hear like a voice. What happened to my rocks? What is? Has it gone? Where has it gone? Kind of fades into the distance as nobody seems to
Shuffles
notice
along
you.
a little faster.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. What's next? You guys are just gonna try and like walk past these individuals, kind of go around them, like make your way back toward the ship because they're definitely coming from where you're trying to get to.
All I know is Claire being very small frame. She's going to try to kind of more weave between people and try to be like hiding between people on the way back, going that way.
Sure. Beautiful stuff. And yeah, is also doing something like that. So as you guys are kind of walking, you're getting to the point where they are very close to you. Any mistake and you will be revealed. In order for the Pass Without Trace to kind of work, you got to be within a certain, feet from Claire. Plenty of space for you guys to be inside the circle, the radius, and also not look like a group of people, because that's the easiest way to disappear in a group of people is just be one motherfucker. So 3 people pretending to be one motherfucker, it could work out. It seems like it's working out. They don't seem to be interested in you as you're kind of like getting close enough to kind of hear the gist of their conversation. And the only reason really why you can hear it is because like as the people around them are splitting off to kind of make room for them, they are also going very silent. Maybe it's strange, maybe it's not. If you're interested, maybe you can find out. If not, but you notice from the smaller one, and you can see as you're getting closer, you can see the clothes of very fine fabric, very well kept, and the clockwork devices, things like you've never seen before. Even you don't quite recognize any of the things that he has on them. They're clearly not like mass-produced items. They kind of have that, from what you can see, they kind of have that touch of something that's kind of homemade, engineered, well crafted, but no idea what they do. The conversation that you can hear of the smaller one kind of say, "You'll never know what you might find. When you're looking in the rough, there may be a diamond." And appears to be like scrunching his face up and looking down his nose at everybody who's taller than him. It's weird. And if the rumors are true, you hear the captain kind of like hiss, almost like spit at the ideas. Of course not. They've been mining Lenav for generations. They've never found any of those, what you call them, the Xanatos stones. Yes, but we have it on good authority that there may be some it's at least worth looking into. And you see the zealot captain kind of looking around. Just wish we didn't have to be around all of these peasants. You guys are getting to the point where you're going to have to get close enough to be seen, especially as the crowd is spreading out, meaning that the space that you would use to go around them is thinner and more densely packed, because the people who are trying to get out of the way of these seemingly important individuals are kind of packing in against the empty space that they're leaving for them and the shop stalls and people shopping, and you can hear some people getting bumped into and kind of, I'm walking here. These kinds of things happening as everybody's trying, and they're getting back to their business as they notice the reason why people are bumping into them. You feel good. They seem to be concerned with their own affairs, and you hear the zealot captain kind of make this subservient motion and say, Well, we didn't see any merchant ships or any new ones anyway, Deloco. But if they come in, my men will inform me. Of course, I have members of the guard, as you have instructed me to do, keeping a lookout. Yes, that is fine, good, delicious, perfect. See, it's important that we get this stone. Even though Galcian doesn't quite see the benefits of it, I do. The very fact that it is risky is the reason why it's valuable. There is incrementalism, or there is progress. There cannot be both. The Zealot captain says, yes, absolutely, Mr. Deloco. We hear something, you will be the first to know. So, with that happening and the kind of crowd being a little more difficult to get through, we'll keep your same stealth rolls unless you want to change tactics or do something differently. Now would be your opportunity, because as you're making your way stealthily, slowly, carefully, weaving in and out of the group, they are making their way, carving through. Very quickly, you will be within touching distance. So if you want to change something, this is your opportunity to. If not, we will proceed as we have been. What do you want to do? Claire?
I think she's going to keep trying.
Beautiful. Ing?
Ing is just listening intently. That's all he's
Mhm.
doing with the situation.
Beautiful.
Does not feel it prudent to
Change
do
tactics?
anything other. Yes.
Beautiful. As you guys are passing by, you see the smaller one inside the bubble start to kind of look down at his chest. This strange clockwork device on it seems to be glowing. It starts to like twist, almost like a Rubik's cube being manipulated by some unseen force, and you can see it starts to light up a little bit. And he says, "Oh, there is some powerful magic being operated right near us. What? Oh, this is intriguing. Let me see what kind of magic it is." And he kind of reaches out, and you see his little arms and the bell-bottom sleeves hanging. He pulls off the device, picks it up, starts looking at it, starts kind of jiggering it, just fiddling with it, and kind of studying it, looking at it, and says, "It's interesting. Well, there appears to be, not entirely sure the nature of it, but there appears to be some abjuration magic around you. Someone casting a spell to protect themselves from something so close to us, too. They must not know. They must be new. Oh, they may be exactly who we're looking for. Captain, find them!" You see the ambition kind of growing in his voice, in his facial features, in his posture. You see the Zealot captain kind of starts looking around. You see this strange eye, this eye patch device. You never got close enough. You noticed it before, but you never got close enough to really see it. It's like this orb in their face, held together by an eye patch. You can see it kind of starts to glow, Mad Eye Moody style, and it appears to be scanning the area around them. Do you guys do anything different? No?
I think
Good.
Hearing this,
Well,
Hold on.
Claire's going to drop past without a trace, hearing the
immediately.
say, "Oh, look around." Immediately, she's going to, hoping that maybe they can still kind of weave out so they won't catch the magic.
Okay. Ing?
Yes, I actually would like to. Ingwood, he hears what's going on, and he's like getting kind of concerned. It feels like the walls are starting to close in a little, and I've come close to death far too often. Perhaps subterfuge is the best way to go right now. He's kind of murmuring this, by the way, underneath this oriental rug. So he see a little movement of his hands underneath there, and I'm going to cast Disguise Self. And with my idyllic memory, I want to turn into one of the pirates that I saw on this zealot's ship when they were attacking us.
Sure. Absolutely. Do you have one in mind?
No, I don't remember.
There was like the
any
really
of
big
them.
ones.
Player
like the
doesn't
big
remember.
Bugbear looking ones. There was a smaller kind of humanoid spellcaster who made a flame sword looking one. There's Ica. Probably don't want to turn into her.
No. Whichever one's, I would say, I think the bugbears seem more of the grunts. Would I be correct in saying that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, bugbear.
Yeah.
One of the bugbears.
Sure.
I don't want to be
You turn
someone that
into
he would
one
ask
of
too
the-
many questions. That's supposed to know stuff.
Absolutely. So, Ian casting Disguise Self and Claire dropping Pass Without Trace, yes?
Yes.
All right, so what I'm going to ask for Claire is either an Arcana or a stealth check. It's up to
all
you
day.
which.
Every day, all
Please
day.
do. Just see if you can get this magic out of there before
Dirty 20.
they are able to notice you. We like dirty 20s. Or see where the magic is coming from. And Ing, you're just going to cast Disguise Self, so do me a favor and describe what it looks like as this kind of illusion spreads up around you.
Yeah. So he's still under the oriental rug, and as it's going, you notice the rug starts to like kind of like shift around and move around, and he doesn't seem to get much taller. I think Bugbear's a little bit shorter than Gif, or right around the same height, I believe. So I don't think the height changes much, but the girth seems to go down a little bit. And he kind of whips it off, and just as he's whipping off, you see that the spell ending. You kind of see the face kind of like clay, and then you see hair sprouting out from all sides as he turns into this bug bear-looking creature, and he kind of turns to everyone. Fear not, it is still I.
Sure. Right. So with that, then.
Should push come to shove, shall I be your prisoner, or shall I say that I am bringing you to them to sell this Xanatos stone? There's possibilities are endless, my friends.
Talking to you, Claire.
Can you repeat that for a second? I was updating my character sheet. I'm sorry.
Beautiful.
Well, since in case you all don't remember, this bugbear that I am was one of the crew of the zealot captain's ship. So we have many possibilities here. I could be your prisoner. You captured one of their crew, or I could be bringing you to them to be shopping the Xanatos stone. The possibilities are virtually endless. What we can do here. The subterfuge.
You could be bringing us to them, for sure. And then we can also say we're waiting for people.
Okay, so I somehow ran into y'all, and we started speaking of the stone. I realized we had more in common than we have apart. And I am bringing you. I've been looking for them ever since we got separated after the attack on the ship, and I am bringing you to them to do this sale, perhaps. Does that sound well? Does that sound good?
We can try.
So Ing would know that the zealot captain would recognize Claire and from the ship taking and attacking and running away and killing. with that information, does Ing think that that's like a real viable plan to try and say that this?
Well, he was saying
bugbear
that
captured.
they realized that they had more in common. That, listen, attacks, pirates, shit happens all the time. I mean, that's a quite common occurrence. People are running into other kids, and it's never. Usually, it's not even personal. It's just like, hey, this is business. So when business happened, we realized, hey, you know what? Maybe we can do some business that doesn't involve killing. Let bygones be bygones. Shit happened. Maybe we can do some business, and bring it to the captain and see what he has to say.
Good stuff. So, with that, Claire, you'll notice, you and Ing kind of quickly going over this plan. Claire, you'll notice that the pirate captain is like scanning around, looking around, gets to your area of crowd where you and Ing are quickly, surreptitiously hoping to have this conversation, and they seem to continue scanning just as your magic like disappears. Ing starts transforming in front of you, and then this kind of conversation goes around, and you'll see the little man with the arcane device, the kind of clockwork device on his chest. I was looking, he said, "Oh nope, it has changed. I think it's a different source. It's a weaker magic, and this is now. Oh, it's illusion. Someone is trying to hide from us. It's there." Points directly to where you two are. Just after you've had this conversation, you see the zealot captain kind of turn. You see this bugbear wrapped in, well, I guess the sky itself would cover the rug. So you just see the bugbear standing there.
We hear all this.
Yeah, they're in a group. You can see people around you starting to get uncomfortable. They're like spreading out, kind of backing away, getting out of the way, especially as the point happens. All of the people near you disappear. They just,
just as a sorry, just quickly, how long is the thoroughfare? Like, how far away would Zaltic and I
you
be?
guys would probably be about 15-20 minutes away. Well, yeah, you probably would have been 20 minutes away at the furthest when you got to the gate, and then you started making your way back. It's going to take too long for you to get to where they are. And all of this is happening much quicker than it seems to be.
Ing
pointed out.
immediately
Points to you. There.
to me.
To Ing, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, he thinks quickly. He said, pretending he's not noticing what's going on, and he's kind of in bug. He's looking at Claire. He's like, yeah. Did you use that magic to hide that stone? We don't need people knowing what's going on. Just gotta make sure that's it's.
You come
yeah.
closer.
Oh,
Both of
hello.
you. Is this one of yours? You see the little one kind of turn to the captain and says, "Right, yeah."
Captain.
She kind of looks to you and says, "It looks like one, but I'm not."
Are we really gonna go there? I thought we had those talks about how we all look alike. It's not really appropriate. That's.
You're lucky to still be alive, let alone on a ship of mine.
Captain, it was crazy. You won't believe what I have been through since that insanity in the skies. Like, we were fighting with these guys. You remember them, right? We had a big old battle with them and everything. And
I'm curious to why they are alive and where are the others?
Well, I believe in some of our talks. We always talked about how money and business, we gotta do what's best for the business. Isn't that our motto? Do what's best for business. We gotta do what's best for business. And I realized after talking to them, and it was almost a capture situation. I was gonna fight for my life, but I'm like, you know what? I may not win against all these guys. So we started talking about some stuff, and they're like, hey, you know what? They're actually kind of like, kind of seedy merchants and involved in some kind of underworld dealings of selling stuff agent. They got some interesting stuff that they're looking to sell. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Maybe instead of killing each other, we can do some kind of business. And I can bring you the captain. Maybe I can give us a little bonus. Give me some booze tonight. If we sell this. Listen, they got some really cool shit that you might want to look at, Captain.
Give me a persuasion check. in the meantime, you'll see the captain kind of like just almost growing more and more annoyed, listening here, waiting for. You can see in their face they're waiting for something of value. And you see the little one just seems to be.
Do I get it with advantage with that
all.
amazing performance that I gave?
Claire, you want to help in some way?
Yeah, she would have said, to them, "You never did ask us before attacking us what we had. We're here to trade."
The plan was.
You're all about to kill me. I wasn't going to get that much into details.
Claire, if you would like to roll yourself, you can do that, or you can roll DC 10 persuasion check to give Ing advantage. It's up to you.
I'll give
I'm going to
you
need it. I just rolled an 8.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage for sure.
So yeah, if you roll a persuasion over a 10, then he can roll again.
Why is it?
Nope.
God damn it.
Why is it always the guy who doesn't have good persuasion trying to persuade everyone?
Claire didn't
Talks
try.
too much.
Well, I mean, he does talk too much, but I have an entire crew that I'm supposed to be working with that didn't say anything. Y'all could have said
No,
something.
we're not here.
I said
It's true.
something.
I'm trying to help. I'm not here.
Well, Claire.
Watching the pirate captain kind of looking you all over and just says, "Take this one prisoner. We'll talk to her and her friend." Puts a hand on her crossbow on her side and says, "When we're done here, we'll meet you at the brig."
Hey, I work for you.
Claire's gonna drop a second level charm person on both of them. She prepared it. She's gonna fucking try.
Absolutely.
We'll find out. Can't get much worse.
They were saying to arrest Claire, right?
Yep.
Yes.
What are they gonna do? Arrest me more?
No, I was just saying the captain was telling Ing to arrest Claire.
Yeah. And
Right. This is spicy.
So Claire throws out the charm person or starts to cast this spell in front of them.
Why not?
Absolutely. I love it.
Why not?
I want to see it. What does it look like when you start doing this?
Probably just from her fingertips, just a little bit of sparkly druidic energy.
Just a tiny constellation forms at the fingertips.
She's trying to do it
imperceptible to most.
subtly.
Well, that's not really possible.
No, but she's gonna still try.
Beautiful. So, are you casting the spell or?
Yes.
Beautiful. As Claire kind of lifts her hand, you see these little sparkles, little constellations forming around the fingertips that quickly fade, and you can see the magic seems to start to take hold of the pirate captain, who has kind of made their way closer to you. And you'll see the gentleman with the bulb kind of has goggles on. You can't really see the eyes, but the face, the wrinkles in the forehead, appears to be like squinting a little bit. And he says, "Absolutely not." Kind of snaps his fingers, and you just feel the magic wither away as you cast it. And you've never had that experience before. You've never had your magic just canceled out before. It's very strange. You feel like it should have worked. And then, well, I tried to let my associates here speak with you. You've chosen violence, and I like that.
We were choosing trade, mister.
Cool. I would like for you all, it isn't too much trouble, to roll initiative for me.
Oh, fuck.
Let's see.
Not Spencer and I, right?
Yeah, you can if you want to.
Why not?
So.
Oh, Alcubierre goes on my turn, so you just have to modify his.
But no, he doesn't need an initiative. While that's happening,
When
This
she
is
says
kind
that, would
of
I have an
weird
opportunity
standoff.
to don my armor before we get into battle?
no, that could be your first move in battle, but you wouldn't really be able to do that prior to your initiative. The moment that Claire cast that spell, things went super left. But before we do that, I want to check in with our friends, Kestis and Zaltik. You guys are walking back. Seemingly having a great time. Doesn't seem to be any issues going on here. Had some great bread.
I just don't understand why you would not want to try the best bread that you could possibly have. It's made by elves, Zaltik. They know what they're doing. You're missing out on the whole experience here. I'm telling you.
I don't know what you mean by bread. I've never been much of a bread eater, but I mean I'm sure that like it just sounds a bit overrated that somebody could all of a sudden just have such amazing bread.
Listen, I don't get the opportunity very often to have food made by elves, and trust me, they live a long time. They perfect their craft. Those guys are probably 100, 150 years old. You never know.
I hear elves could go quite a bit longer, but I'm not quite sure their bread making skills, to say the least.
Your loss. What do you think our friends are up to?
I'm sure they're fine. They're probably back at the ship, right?
Yeah, they don't tend to get into too much mischief without us. I think that's kind of your doing. You seem to make more mischief than the rest of us.
Me, no, you see, I just take the opportunities, you know.
It's a compliment, trust me.
You guys are walking back, and everything's hunky dory. Doesn't seem to be any issue. You can see the in the same way that it changed while you were walking toward the expensive district, it's changing back as you're walking away. You're seeing things are becoming a little less well kept, a little more pop up. The stalls and things look more mobile, look more like they can close it up, pack it up, and cart it away at the end of the day, as opposed to the kind of the brick and mortars that the bakery that you were just at, Lavier's, Shazir's Forge, that he runs, and all of the things that seem to be around that area, changing back to what you were used to. So you're making good time. 10 minutes probably pass, and you are walking back, and you're starting to hear murmurs like around you, like, what are they doing here? This shouldn't be one of Galcian's top men. They're here hanging here. But there can't be anything down here in the poor markets that they could be interested in. There can't be anything that all of these kind of weird like conversations happening. The only reason why you even notice it is because you've heard the name Galcian multiple times. He's definitely the guy you're here looking for, this, that, and whatever else. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna take one last bite and tuck my food away, and well, should probably figure out just who they're talking about, eh?
I'm hearing Galcian pop up. That's we've been hearing a lot about him.
Nothing good, that's for sure. Let's go. Start to pick the pace.
Making haste.
Yeah. Why not?
I just follow his lead.
Good stuff.
Not
Good
like
stuff.
full sprint, but medium jog.
Hey. Kind of making your way. The crowd is still very thick, a little hard to like get through. You spend a significant amount of time moving at a quicker pace, as if you're in a rush. People start to kind of get the hint. They start to see you guys coming. They can hear the loud armor of Kestis cling, 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 as he's like jogging down through the crowd, and Zaltik almost disappears behind you. It's just stealthy as shit, weaving in between, through people's legs, like around their bodies, with his insectoid form. I don't know how to say that word, insectoid. And you guys are making good time. Still don't see any sign of your friend. You don't see any of these people that the crowd seem to be concerned about. What you do notice, though, is like the closer you get to where you were before, the more nervous the crowd seems to be, as if by the time they are getting to like where you were coming from, the impact of having just seen one of Galcian's men isn't as disturbing. So like it gives you the impression that whoever they were talking about is definitely still there, because new people that you're seeing are still very uncomfortable about the situation. You guys start kind of, go ahead.
Sorry, as we're kind of moving along, I want to kind of keep my eye out for like anybody with like I don't know, like what could be considered a sack of provisions.
Provisions,
like food, groceries, like supplies type of thing. Just literally anybody on the street.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Yes, sir.
With disadvantage, because it's not your top priority. Well, it doesn't sound like it.
It might be.
Well, then you got to take more than a passing glance.
8.
So as you're walking, I mean, you're seeing a lot of stalls. Most of the food that you're seeing is kind of being like prepared, then and there, right? Like just these carts making food and things. You see some lesser breads, cheeses, this kind of stuff. Meats, smell some curries, but you don't see anything that looks like provisions ready for an adventurer to take with them on their travels or to a
Sure.
ship.
Would there be would there be at any point we pass a stall that's got like hanging I don't know what you would call them, but like things like vegetables or something like that, or fish?
Kebabs?
No, like
No.
them on a
Fresh.
string kind of thing. No, not necessarily fresh, but just I don't know, just like
Just
I
some
don't know. I
food
want to buy a
that
bag.
you
I
can
want to buy a bag of
snatch
food.
as you're running by.
Like enough food that it would be reasonable that I'd be bringing it back for the crew is kind of what I'm after.
I mean, you have the breads that you bought for everybody
It's fine.
already, but while
not
you're
important.
traveling, no, you don't see anything that looks like, what you're talking about.
I had a plan. It's okay. We'll keep going.
Yep.
It was something. It was something.
Yeah, that damn 8, huh? So with that, you guys are kind of running down, and you start to notice the discomfort among the crowd is palpable. Whoever it is that they're worried about is very close at this point, and you can kind of see up ahead. It looks like maybe 2 rounds of travel. I don't know, however you might measure that. If you were dashing, the crowd is very thick, and then there's an opening. You can't quite see what it is. You can just kind of see the crowd opens up in the middle of the road. I don't know. Who knows what that means?
Okay. Yeah, just hustling along.
Beautiful stuff. And then you hear the we tried to talk, but you've chosen violence.
We've chosen violence. Wait a minute.
And this is kind of what you can see. You, Kestis and Zaltik, that is not where you are. That is where you will be if you spend the next round dashing.
Gotcha.
Sounds good.
With that, everybody feel good about the initiatives? I hope not.
Nope.
Yeah.
Perfect. So what is happening here? Oh, that's happening. Beautiful. So with that, at the top of the initiative, you're going to see the small one. Just spell fading. Whatever he just did to stop Claire's magic kind of fading from his hand. And he's going to say, "If you do have something interesting, I will have it shortly. So please, just make this easy. Just submit." And he's going to, you'll see the device that he's holding he lets go, drops back down, almost like a necklace kind of attached to his shirt, drops back down onto his chest. He raises his hand, pulls what looks like a ring off, pulls out a stone, kind of cracks it against the metal. It's a weird thing that you've ever seen. Pulls the stone out of the ring, cracks it against the metal, throws it down onto the floor, and then you see it just kind of seems to be popping, almost like a little firecracker, or a little what do you call them things? Like a fizzler, the little fucking stick that
Sizzler.
goes-
We're going to Sizzler. We're going to
Sparkler, is that what you're after?
Word up. It just kind of grows, and then he's going to cast Thunder Wave onto
Oh, shit.
all of you, it looks like. So I'm going to need con saves from the y'all in a moment. Now. as this tiny little ring in stone just grow and grow into this massive explosion of thunderous energy that just batters you all.
How is
It looks
Kubi
like
gonna have
everybody
a higher con
fails.
save than me?
So every
That's a cute Kubi had a higher con save than me. The fuck?
Perfect. Everybody's gonna take 19 points of damage. And he says, "This can be easier if you just stop what you're doing, and we can and you can submit, and then we can take you prisoner. And before we torture you, you just answer the questions, or we'll torture you, and then you'll answer the questions. It's up to you." The little one again, very strange look in his goggled eyes. And he's gonna take a couple steps back. That'll be the end of his turn, and then this will be on Ohm. Ohm will stand back, brother. Pull out his gun and start shooting at the dude who did magic because he didn't like it.
That's so on brand.
Ugh, that hurt. Try this. Pulls out his little pistol. And yeah, why not? And you'll see this arcane ward kind of pop up as Ohm shoots the gun, and he says, "No, no, no." You see this arcane ward form around him, and the bullet just crashes into it and shatters as he casts shield to avoid getting hit. Enough of that. And Ohm at level 5 has 2 attacks. He'll use his bonus action to reload. Shoot again. And that will be a 23 this time. Let me see something. Yeah, 21 is going to beat the armor class, and this one is going to hit. As you'll see the arcane ward in the same spot where Ohm shot before, he shoots again, and almost crashing into where the previous bullet shattered, as if the magic was weakened. It crashes into it, breaks through. You can see it slam into the strange clothing that this individual is wearing, and you notice that they don't act like regular clothing. Whatever it is that he has in there to have it forming the shape that it does around his body is clearly some kind of armor of some kind. It hurts though. It definitely hurts, but he's not just wearing clothes. And I think Ohm will maybe get some space because of, area of effect attacks and things. That'll be the end of his turn. Ingval, we're on you.
All right. Well, he takes his
Ingval
big
is
hit.
unconscious.
No, not Ingval.
Ares. Never mind.
Yes, Kubi-Ares. So it hits Kubi-A, the bird. You just see it vanish, and you see this the jacinth stone fall to the ground that Ohm quickly catches before it hits the ground and throws it in his pouch. He's still looking like a bugbear at this moment. So you see him. He's like, "So fisticuffs it is," and he rips off the oriental, and just as he's doing it, you see him. You see all the armor clicks into place as he throws it off to the side, and he just stands in his ready position, and that's his action. He was gonna do something with Kubi-A, but he gone. So that's the end of my turn.
You can move.
No. I can, but do I want to? No.
That'll be the end of that. Zoltik, we're on you. You can hear what sounds like battle up ahead. You don't see anybody that you recognize yet. You're just too far away. But I don't know. What does your character think is happening right now? I'm curious.
I mean, honestly, he doesn't know much of what's happening. He just knows, keeps on hearing the name, and somebody attached is up there, so he's just having the same mindset of trying to just get up to see what's going on. dashing through and weaving through all the people, as he has been doing, just trying to get closer and closer.
Are you going to use your bonus action to dash?
Well, yeah, yes.
As well as your action, or are you saving that? Rogue shit.
I was about to say, yeah, that's a good question. Hold on.
Faster than everything.
Right. Because let me see, don't I have the thingy to where... I'm trying to think, because don't I have a rogue thing to where it's like, I could use like a dash as like a special kind of or no, I can use that as the bonus action is what it is, right? Is that what it is?
Right.
Right.
So
So,
you
so
can
yes,
move, action dash, and bonus action dash if you want to.
right. So the move, bonus action dash, and then I'll still have the regular action. Yes.
Yes,
So that's what
if
I'll
you
do.
want to do that. Mhm.
Yes.
So if you move and bonus action dash, you will get to where you are.
Okay.
And you have an action. You can see ahead of you. It's definitely your friends, right? You get a little bit farther than where Kestis was. You can see it's definitely your buddies, definitely engaged with a pirate captain that you've seen before, the one that kind of got away, obviously, and this new individual whom you know nothing about.
Gotcha. So, as I'm just far away to where I can't do anything,
Drat.
chat-wise. Right. I'm literally just outside of the range to hit either of them. But anyway, so as I start seeing the situation better and as I'm getting there before Kestis does, I'm gonna just relay to his mind, speak into him and say, friends under attack, 2 of them up ahead. And just give quick descriptions of the characters. And is there anything I want to do? Like, I'm trying to see if there's anything action-wise I want to use here.
Good.
I don't.
Dash again.
Right.
Dodge. In case somebody notices you, maybe. You can look around. You want to take an action to kind of look around, scope the area, see if there's anything else to be concerned about.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Perception? All right. Perception. Hey, 19.
19 is pretty good. So there's a few things that you notice. One, Claire looks really not good. Ingol and Olm took sizable damage. Claire looks really not good. The pirate captain you can see clearly is the same individual whom you all fought earlier. Definitely healthier. It's been a day, maybe? A day since you've seen him?
It's been probably 2 days, 3 days, because we
Something like that. It's been a while.
'cause we were with Terrestrial for like
it's
3
been at least one long rest.
At least.
Looking good. You don't see any of their buddies around. It looks like it's just them 2 walking. What you do notice as you're running up is across on the other side of the battlefield. You can see what appears to be a couple of those knights that you saw walking around, those Pandoran knights. And they appear to be unsure of the situation. They're kind of looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. Just a pair of them, almost like they were patrolling. And you can see them a bit of a ways away. And they're coming from, you see the road kind of diverts. One side goes to where the ships go, where you're going back toward the ship, and the other goes somewhere else. You have no idea. They're coming from the other. And they seem to be taking stock of the situation. You don't know what their intentions are, but you can see them coming. And that'll be it.
All right.
Yeah, I guess you can inform Kestis of that if you want to. Hey, Kestis,
Yeah,
you know this
I
now.
would like to
Perfect.
tell him
And
as
it's
I'm
now
seeing all that
Kestis'
stuff.
turn.
Kestis would just full sprint up, use action to get to where he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think what Kestis would do in this situation. How far away? It's still this. You said it's like pretty much totally cleared out of like common folk.
Oh, there's still some kind of around, but mostly they started clearing out as soon as these people showed up. Most of the people that you see are like the cart and shop pop-up owners and things, the merchants. But there are still some innocents who are leaving the place where people are fighting now.
What do I want to do here? All my bonus actions are melee, so that's super useful. I think that'll probably be what I would do. I don't think Kestis has a whole lot else that he can do in this particular situation.
All right. Beautiful stuff. With that, what the? Out of here. It will be the pirate captain's turn. And you will see. Oh, that was the wrong one. Stand. I get it. You will see them raise a crossbow. They say, You look like you're going out already. Pointed at Claire and say, take one down and the others will fall shortly after. It's going to be a release on the crossbow. It's going to be a 15 to hit.
Yep.
So sorry.
That's cool.
Fair enough.
It's not too bad. 3 points of piercing damage as you feel the bolt kind of release, stab into you. And then you'll see another one flying in right behind it. And it looks like a 23 to hit. There's another one. 3 points of piercing damage as the second one just kisses into you. Almost silently. It's uncomfortable. You can feel the impact and the piercing, but you don't hear much. And that they'll kind of take a couple steps back, grab a innocent, kind of put them in front of them. Stop moving. You should be lucky to have your life be worth at least this. They probably have the stones on their ship. We'll keep them alive and have them take us to it. I'll recognize it now that I know what we're looking for. And that will be the end of their turn. Claire, looking real bad there. Sorry. It's not me, it's them. What would you like to do?
She's gonna run away first. What's that? And then she's gonna cast the first level Cure Wounds on herself because again.
Okay. First level Cure Wounds. I like it.
I will take what I can get.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So with that, and that'll be the end of Claire's turn. Anything you want to do with your bonus action?
Not that I can do.
Beautiful. So at that, you'll see the smaller one who has been referred to as DeLoco kind of walking, almost pacing in place, saying, it doesn't have to go this way. You can just submit. Or you can be knocked unconscious, hopefully not killed, so that you can submit later. I assure you, it is not crazy to turn yourselves over to the enemy. In fact, sanity might be what's holding you back, what might be causing your death. On the other side of sanity is true innovation. He's going to see this magic, no. He will reach into his pocket, pulls out what appears to be a handgun of some kind. It's like small, He like bends it, folds it, almost opens it up, turns it to like a little cannon, throws it onto the ground in front of you. And this little cannon with legs starts like walking up to you. It's the strangest thing you've ever seen. Let's see.
These guys got drones.
How
Does
far can
Ing
you-
recognize the fact that this guy seems very similar?
Oh, this guy's 100% an artificer. 100. You immediately
yes.
like, oh, this guy knows some shit. If he wasn't
Right,
trying
right.
to kill us,
I mean, I already figured it with the steampunk shit, the gears on him, and but
100%.
now he just pulled out his own goddamn home like he doesn't have to kill mine. But that's okay. It's
not
Well, it's-
really
yeah,
homunculus, but
yeah,
definitely
it's,
in the same vein.
yeah.
Definitely
I
the same
know
vein.
what it is. Right.
Just trying to see how far away he can throw it before within 5 feet of you. All right, whatever, fine. So then it walks 20 feet, and I don't have a thing for it, which I should have, but I don't. So yeah, we'll use this. No, we won't.
I'm not trying to update the scene. I don't know why I got that error.
It should be happening. We'll just whatever. We'll use this. That's a gun.
Okay.
Imagine. So 5 feet in front of him. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's as far as he can get, and he will. You'll see the little cannon-like device start to kind of light up. Just this cannon, little legs kind of hobble over to you, and you'll see the barrel as it's pointing up directly at you, Ing. This light starts to like glow from inside of it, and then this gout of flame comes shooting out of it.
Fuck.
I need a dex save from you. Be greatly appreciated. And he says, "This doesn't have to be the way that this goes."
Nat
You
20,
tried
bitch.
diplomacy, beautiful natural 20, as you're
about time I got
dodging
one of
out
those.
of the way, succeeding immaculately.
He rolls. By the way,
Um,
he dives in full armor and then does a roll to get out of the way.
Beautiful. It's so good. 2 points of fire damage. That's it. Beautiful stuff. As that happens, and with his action, you see him holding some kind of magic. You don't exactly recognize the spell that he's using. It's definitely not the same one that he just used, but he appears to be holding some kind of magic, and he is saying, "This can get much worse. It doesn't have to. So long as you submit, you won't die, at least until after you give us what we want." And that will be the end of his turn. Never surrender, and he shoots again.
Shoot him, brother.
Wait a second. Shield is gone now. Palm pistol fires. Big hit. Is he going to... Oh no, it wouldn't matter anyway. He wouldn't know that. Cast shield. Blast through the shield. Crashing into him anyway. He says, "Oh! Well, you're adept with that thing. Maybe there's something you can teach me." What the fuck? Wrong motherfucker. See what I'm saying? There we go. Hurt him. And takes another shot. Haha! Your silly magic won't protect you. Haha! And he shoots again. Hits him again. This motherfucker rolling really high.
Good.
Crashing into this little weird artificer with these gunshots. from this pistol. You can see him starts to look injured. You can see him starting to look around.
Wait, so did he recast shield at the beginning of his turn? Is that what happened?
He did, yes. Well, no, he recast shield when he got shot, but it didn't work because the AC wasn't high enough to stop it. So he used it, wasn't useful, because then Ohm rolled even higher on his second attack. So, yeah, great rolls, I guess. Congratulations, Ohm. Brother, be careful. Just get behind me. And that'll be the end of his turn.
I'm not seeing any of
Dang,
their
we're
rolls,
on
by
you.
the way. I'm not seeing any of my allies' rolls in the chat, by the way. Is that supposed to be that way?
None of them. Well, I guess it's just Ohm because I'm rolling and it happens to be private.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, it happens to me too.
That
Okay,
makes
so
sense.
Ing, seeing
Unless
what's
somebody
happening,
else wants to play him.
he's like, bleeding again. So you just see him, he just poof, he slams his fists together, and he doesn't even run. He kind of jogs right up to this guy. And maybe if I put it on the correct one, there we go. Jogs up to this guy, and he looks at him. He's like,
Runs
"Hello,
over, steps on
Ingval
the
Q
cannon.
Myanegu." I gotta say, quite impressive. And he's like kind of eyeballing, the little lenses are moving. He's eyeballing his suit through the. She's like, and you look pointing to the gears and underneath. He's like, I believe we have. So I would love to sit down and talk with you after this is done. However, see, we have a problem with submitting. It's not really our thing. So I'm gonna have to hit you now. And you see him pull back a fist. Actually,
As you're
yeah,
running
pull
up
back a
and
fist.
doing all this talking, you see him kind of watching you and kind of looking over your armor and says, "It's good work here. Good work. No, I understand perfectly. You will die here, but it's been nice meeting you, and I will look over
well-
your things when we're finished."
Thank you very much. As his gauntlet is charged, and he brings it forward right to his face.
Oh, with a
And it
14,
misses.
you're going to crash into that thick glass kind of case around his face. Much harder than it looks. So, no, you're going to have to do better than that. You're going to need more than that.
Let's give it a go. Oh, that's not going to work.
And another one. Maybe I won't be looking at your armor.
But it's not the armor that's the problem. It's you kind of cheating with the shield. You know, it's a thing. You know, my brother did shoot you with it. But in the meantime, you see him glow a little bit, and I'm gonna bonus action. I'm gonna use defensive field to give myself some extra hit points.
Beautiful.
5 temporary hit points. Do you want me to put it in my temporary field here?
Yeah, whatever you need to do to
Okay.
to keep track of it.
All right, and that is the end of my turn.
Beautiful. And he says, "You don't sound like any bugbear I've ever seen."
But he did take down right at the beginning of the fight. He took down.
Oh, he did? Beautiful.
Yeah.
Never mind that. Instead, he says, "Oh, hey, Jeff. Well, you should be. Yeah, we should be on the same side. The Astral Spark, yes? No? Never mind.
Yes, Astral Spark. We don't need to fight,
Zaltic.
though. I mean, it's just not necessary.
Submit."
No. How about we just shake and not fight?
See him kind of recoil. Pull his
Yeah.
hand back. Zaltic, we're on you.
All right.
Fight? It's distasteful.
Well, I'm gonna move up, like here, and Zaltic noticing the pirate captain as somebody that you've seen before, I've fought before. That's who he's focused on, and just trying to make sure this time he doesn't make it out, or at least see if we could try to, injure him enough to at least interrogate him or something. Point is, Zaltic is focused on trying to damage the pirate captain, so he's going to throw over a couple psychic blades his way.
Beautiful.
So
Her way.
her way? Oh, it's a her. I know
Very,
that.
masculine
Oh,
features.
Well, you did say a
Well,
man at the beginning. I wrote it down. Well, you said appears perhaps a man.
That was
He's
for the dude, the other dude, isn't it?
That's for
Well,
the
that's
little
what
guy
I look
in
from
the-
farther away. I
Hmm.
haven't gotten close enough yet to quite figure out the difference.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're talking about the
100%.
pirate captain. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
I don't see anything.
Oh, that's right. It's the features.
Hit
Okay.
her.
And
Psychic blade that
17.
bitch in the face. Beautiful. 17 hits.
Change these dice, by the way, because I have been rolling
All
single
right.
digits for like
4
3
damage.
sessions straight.
Just got a natural 20.
6?
That was one natural 20 out of like 20 rolls that were in single digits in the last couple 3 sessions.
Fair enough.
Perfect.
All right, and then I'm gonna do a bonus to psychic blades attack.
Sure. Also gonna hit.
Sweet.
Big 8
So,
points on that one.
14 psychic damage total.
Yep. That will be that then. Anything else? Still got movement.
Yeah. No, I just want to like stick to the side here.
Perfect. See people kind of running past you, trying to get away from
Right.
you.
Right.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm just trying to be on the sidelines here, trying to see if I could give some of this like work at grounds or like kind of cover, but not really. Just being more off
it's
to
a
the side.
monster throwing blood blades. That will be the end of that. Kestis, we're on you.
You can move freely through an ally's space, correct?
Yeah, you just can't stop in it.
Yeah,
Cool. So,
unless there's
Kestis,
unless it's like a narrow hallway or some shit. But yes,
perfect. Kestis is gonna see the pirate captain that we know a little too well. Have shot 2 crossbow bolts at Claire, leaving her pretty bloodied, and is gonna say, "Fuck that shit," and is gonna run 30 feet here.
it's a measurement tool.
It is the measurement tool. You're absolutely right. He's going to run 30 feet here, and then
Sure.
is going to pull his. As he's doing that, he's going to be pulling his sword out, and then he's going to. I'm just going to do it from my sheet. Is going to bonus action Misty Step, and is going to go here, and is. Right before he Misty Steps, is just going to have his blade pointed straight out, and is basically just going to pop out and kind of appear right in front of the pirate captain, and that's where I want to be, and to say, "We almost killed you once. I see you're back to let us finish the job. What business do you have with my friends?" That'll be my turn.
And you see the pirate captain kind of watching you run up, seeing you kind of like running out of steam, raising your sword, kind of looks, takes a like defensive stance as if expecting some kind of ranged attack, and then you poof out of existence, and as you poof back into existence, you see a kind of crossbow jiggle kind of drops, reaches for a sword, starts to pull one out. And responds, "You'll die here. You don't know where you are or who this is. This is DeLoco. You can't do anything here. It's too late. You've killed my crew, but now your crew will suffer because of their foolishness. Or you can submit, as you have been told."
Ing just yells out,
so
"You
step
attacked
forward.
us!"
You're right.
With the
We're not
sword.
from around here.
Beautiful. And is going to slash at you with the sword here. Looks like a 16 to hit. It's going to
Nope.
miss. Is going to kind of scrape it against the shield. and then swinging back up with the same motion. 15 to hit, also gonna miss. And you just repel again with the shield. Even though coming from a different angle, you're able to definitely just throw your shield in front of the sword, scrapes along the front of it. You see the sparks. Disappointment, but trying to maintain that false bravado. With that, I think. Well, no, and then she will shout to the knights, "Assist DeLoco! What are you doing? What do we pay you for?" Claire, we're on you.
Of course, we just check this. I don't know if you're in. Sure. Cool. So, Claire's not doing very well. Obviously.
Doesn't look too good.
No. So, what she's gonna do instead, her action, she's gonna just dodge entirely. But for a
Okay.
bonus action, she's gonna throw out a healing word over to him. He also does not look good.
He's like, no,
Sure.
take care of yourself. I'm okay.
No. We need you.
Beautiful stuff. Yeah, you go ahead and throw out the healing word.
Oh, if you insist.
It's going to be an 8, it looks like. Ing? Sorry, I should let you do that, Cap. You're right.
Oh, you got it ready? Okay.
I did it.
And Cat is dodging.
Yep.
Good stuff. So with that, that'll be the end of Cat. Claire is dodging. Cat is sitting in her crib playing D&D. Claire is dodging. Pandoran Knight. You can't see their features. You get helmet, armor, this overall red motif, but you do see in the body language confusion. The hands kind of go out. Everything kind of shakes a little bit as they appear to be looking around. Defend Derolo! He smacks the other one, but then runs up and past and gets on the other side. Does not get on the other side. Gets about, can't quite make it. Gets to the side here and raises a spear, or kind of pulls a spear off of the back and just assumes this thrusting position. And attempts to gore, impale Ingval Q Montague. It's going to be a 10 to hit. It's going to miss.
Lifts up his forearm, deflects the spear as it comes up.
Knocks him. See him kind of off balance a little bit, but then starts to get himself ready to go again. Doesn't have another turn. Doesn't have another attack. And that will
that's
be.
too bad. Is that all you got, sir?
And that will be the end of that. You can die in the street like a dog, or you can come with us peacefully. And you'll see DeLoco kind of grimace a little bit as the knight starts talking.
We really could just stop
DeLoco at the top
fighting and
of his-
sit down and talk shop. We both have some interesting gear. I mean, and we might even sell you whatever you want to take. There's lots of options here. We don't have to keep fighting.
Of course not. Submit.
There are more options than just that, good sir.
You see you'll hear these these kind of footsteps is behind you. This tiny little cannon.
Sure.
Walks up to the right to the side of you actually. And he says, well, he'll kind of take a step back.
Fuck the pirate. Fuck the guard though. Okay.
He does take a step back. You can take an opportunity attack if you'd like.
Yes, I will. So as he goes to move away, he's like, excuse me, you're not going that's not happening. And he just reaches out and punches him. And
Poof.
yeah, I'm still rolling now single digits.
Not much
That was a 5.
gonna
I rolled
happen
7, a
there.
3, and a 5. Great, that's wonderful.
kind of steps. You see him kind of what's the ballerina move? Pirouette. Kind of twists
Pirouette.
in space and spins away from you, and then bows as he gets out of range. And you see your fish just hovering in the air there, a little bit of like lightning coming off of it.
Once I
Does not
do
connect.
hit you, you'll feel it. Don't worry.
He says, "Be careful," he says to the knight. "Be careful. His device is malfunctioning. Can't you see? He is also an artificer." And then this gout of fire explodes out of the cannon. And I'm
Ing
going
just
to
holding
need
his
dex
hands
saves
up.
again.
As the flames come around him. It's not me.
Shit happens.
Hits him in the back. Like, it's not me.
You see the knight kind of dash out of the way, seeming to have succeeded. Takes a little bit of damage. And Ing is going to fail 2 points of fire damage.
I think that comes out of my temporary first, doesn't it? Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Then you'll see him say, well,
He's just standing
Yeah.
in the flames with his hands on his hips looking at you.
says, maybe now isn't the best time for this.
Brother, shoot him.
And you see him like pull out what looks like a little like a large what's those shits that they use to suck mucus out of baby noses and shit, like the large like pump thing, and he just kind of like squeezes it.
Suction
and
bulb.
this thick viscous liquid just comes like glooping out of it, pouring out, landing all over you all in the space, kind of filling the space where you and the knight are. And he says,
That
I'm
is
trying to stop
disgusting.
him. Be careful.
That is disgusting.
And he will have, you see this grease filling the space there. So with the failed dexterity save, Ingvar, you're going to fall prone.
Ah! Slips, falls on. Ting! You hear the cling as he hits the ground. Falls on his ass.
And the knight will still stay standing. Rolling particularly well, it seems.
I can't roll for shit, so it's okay.
Yeah, for real. It is rough out here.
Dude, that one nat 20. Everything else has been below 10. Single digits. Every single roll.
And that will be the end of his turn. Ohm is going to take a bunch of this is harder to see now. Stay away from my brother. And he's going to aim at the knight there and start shooting at him. And a 16 is going to hit. He's going to do 12 points of damage as he fires, cracking through the knight's helmet. You just see the helmet go flying off, and brain matter just splatters on the ground next to
Oh,
him.
lovely.
Wipes him out completely.
I fell on purpose so he could shoot him.
Steps forward, avoids the grease, just stops right before the grease, and you're not gonna get away with that. And shoots again at DeLoco. Yeah, 14 is gonna miss that time as DeLoco just kind of ducks and spins underneath the shot. Pew! Goes flying off into the distance. That will be the end of Ohm's turn. And Ing,
Yeah,
we're
so
on you. You are prone.
I stand up.
Half your movement to get up.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Stand up. He's like, I just cleaned my armor. Was this necessary? This isn't even. What was that supposed to? And he's just walking forward, and he's wagging his finger. The grease is flying off of it, hitting DeLoco in the
Yeah.
bubble. Just he's like, was this really necessary? You know, okay, that's it. I have had quite enough, good sir. He's gonna rear up. I'm gonna punch this motherfucker, and he's gonna hit him right square in that fucking glass, because it's gonna happen.
Hopefully.
And it misses. Wait, why did I roll with disadvantage?
Because you're still prone.
Oh yeah.
Is
Can you
the
take
first
that
one
off?
take the first one? No, first one's a 7.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, he's gonna swing again. Be nice if I could roll something higher.
Army crawls
Right.
over to
Yeah, 4.
Jesus Christ.
There we
What
go.
have you been doing? Have you been cheating as a DM? This is karma.
No, sir.
Even though karma's not real.
This is getting
bad.
redamn-diculous. That's all I'm gonna say. It is getting
Jesus
damn ridiculous at this point. Let's see, what do I want to do? Bonus actions. Do I really have anything else I can do as a bonus action? Sanctuary, but I really don't want to waste it because it's really not necessary. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to waste spell slots if I don't want to right now.
I just want to take a moment to remember exactly 1 week ago that in my first battle with my new character, I got 2 natural 20s in the same turn. So thank you, Forge.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. But I'm cheating. Right. You cheat as a DM or something? My players are getting nat 20s left and right. Mickey had like 4 or 5 nat 20s a week before. No, sir. I am being cursed here.
That hoe.
No, they can get all the nat 20s they want. I just expect something to come my way too, but no. Not even in a nat 20, dude. Like, I'll be happy with I got a +7 on attack. I'd be happy with like a 12 or 13 right now. Just give me a 12 or a 13. I'm good, but no.
You killed my friend. You see the other knight kind of running up toward Ohm. Is going to get there, avoiding the grease, raising a spear, jabbing into him with a 3 on the die. 8 to hit is going to miss terribly, and then is going to stand there looking stupid. Zaltik, we're on you.
Standing there looking
Submit,
stupid. All right.
and we can discuss things. If you refuse to submit, I will kill you and discuss
this
with your
motherfucker right
corpse. Non-consensually.
I'm gonna move up and to the side a little bit and still focus on this pirate captain. Just gonna, remember, very singular-minded Zeltic is. So
Very much.
And so he's just gonna keep on trying to hit her.
Zaltik, you had a mission, right?
I did. Or I do.
Do you remember what the specifics of that mission was? What you were supposed to be doing?
Need to capture, or like, I use like my abilities to like do, trying to like, I need to get some sort of information. I remember I need to use it's like a variation of the psychic blades attack, right?
You would use your psychic blades
Right.
on a particular individual.
Right.
Yeah. Do you remember who that is?
I thought it was like
Gaussian.
the person. Yeah, right. I was about to say I thought it was Gaussian. Yeah.
Beautiful. Do you know why you're trying to do that?
All I remember is I got hired to do it.
All right, good. Beautiful. So please continue. Sorry I interrupted you.
Cool. Anyway, hit with a 21, so damage him for 9 psychic damage. It's my
Beautiful
regular
stuff.
one. And then I'm gonna go for my bonus psychic blades attack. And miss that one. So yeah, I just, in one of my mini hands, I just form up a blade and then just throw it right over, throwing it right into her shoulder, and then the other one just going right past her head.
Going to kill you After I kill this dragon. No, sorry. This lizard. Blech. Just disrespectful.
And I'm gonna go take another step
Oh,
forward.
if I took the higher one,
you have,
one of mine.
Hmm?
Sorry, if you finish your thought, I'll tell you after you're done. Go ahead, do it, Joe.
Sneak attack damage, Zaltic.
Oh,
He's got a friend nearby.
Right.
Ooh,
An extra 3d6?
that is nice.
All right, so 20 damage total.
You see her holding herself. Oh. You are DeLoco. I'm not doing too good. You have to finish this. And DeLoco says, so?
What I was gonna say was
anything
that
else,
disadvantage roll. Oh, sorry.
Yes. The
The
pro one?
disadvantage roll was a 12, so the higher one was 12 plus 7 would have been 19 to hit. Would that have hit?
You would have taken the first one, not the higher one. And the first one was 7.
Well, when you roll disadvantage rolls, you roll 2 and you take the lower number.
Right. And
So if I
when you
wasn't
roll
rolling
with
with
advantage,
disadvantage-
you roll 2 and take the higher number. When you roll straight, you take the first number.
Okay.
So is that? Yes, I'll take anything else.
Nope, I'm all good. Already pressed end turn.
Beautiful. Then with that, Kestis, you can see the pirate in front of you, not looking very good. You can see her getting ready for an attack of some kind, or to take some kind of an action. What would you like to do?
Cassis is just gonna, have deflected a couple of the sword slashes off of the shield. See Zaltic fucking almost once her, and then is just gonna kind of keep the shield up, and then raise the sword kind of cocked back, and he is gonna say, as much as I'd love to finish this, oh, do I ever want to? We're not here for you. We're here on business. Now, you can stand down, or I can put this blade through your chest. And he's gonna hold his action until the pirate captain moves maliciously.
Give me an intimidation check.
I can do that.
Oh
Big
shit!
natural 20.
Oh my
Uh,
When we need
so-
it! When do we need it?
What you'll see happening is the pirate captain, hand on the long sword, start to kind of lower it, and starts to look toward DeLoco. DeLoco says, so? And starts to turn away from you. And looks like they're probably gonna leave. Looks like they're probably gonna run away. You're holding your action for an aggressive attack. It's not their turn yet. Is there anything else you want to do? Bonus action?
Um,
Any more movement?
you know what? With that, assuming that there would be at least some pause, I would swing around behind. Why can't I? Oh, there. I would swing around behind to stop his retreat. Still holding the sword up at the ready.
So that'll be the end of your turn then.
That'll be the end of my turn.
You see the pirate captain will disengage and run away.
Okay.
And will run further than it looks like they're supposed to.
Just sidestep your sword. Fuck your sword. I'm out of here.
I was holding my action.
Disengage.
Until they ran.
That's
they-
not what you said. Also, what you said was if they take a a violent or aggressive action. Running away from you is not that. Also, you would get an opportunity attack, but disengage prevents that from happening. And they start running away.
Okay.
You're not happy
I disagree with that, but I am not the DM, so I'm not going to argue.
disagree? Be more conscious of your triggers for your reactions.
Okay, my trigger was that, and my words that I had said to the pirate captain was, "You can submit and let us go," and they didn't let us go. So
No, but I'm holding this action for if they take an aggressive action, is what you said, and that's how
Fair
that works.
enough.
The
I'm just
intimidation is separate from that. The intimidation is why they ran away instead of trying to fight you.
all right.
But you know, they're not just gonna here kill me. Here, take me prisoner. Especially because DeLoco does not care about them, clearly. But that will be the end of her turn. Again, running away. Claire, we're on you. What would you like to do?
All right. What will I like to do? That just changed some idea. He's gonna move. Get a better line of sight. That's not the move to it. No. Select move to it. There we go. And she's just gonna hold a guiding bolt for when she's able to fully get a really good visual on DeLoco if he moves, does anything besides leave. If he tries to attack someone, she can.
So you're holding guiding bolt until DeLoco tries to attack somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just give her a chance.
You see this crackling energy around Claire's hands. And anything you want to do with your bonus action before that, or nothing like that? No, you don't got anything. Beautiful stuff. That'll be the end of that. Oh, talk to me.
No, I didn't have anything I could do.
Good. You will see at the bottom of the round, well, not this time because you weren't here yet, but you see two other knights, it seems, who are coming in from the direction where you all came from. Hey, what's going on down here? And DeLoco says, they're going to take you prisoner. I won't be able to take you myself. Could just kill them.
This man attacked us, good sir. We were just making our way through the town, making our way downtown, and he just jumped us.
Walking fast.
Yes, walking fast. Exactly.
And you see DeLoco say, I don't know if you can tell, but there, points to Olm, that one shot that one and killed it. That one is one of yours, points to the dead knight. They all seem to be traveling together and causing a ruckus. Says, the Ramirez family pays you all well, do they not? Do your duty. Take them. I've done my civil duty in holding them. And he also disengages. And is going to start walking away.
Ing points to his wounds and Claire's wounds. Do you see? Oh, yeah, of course. Sure. Wait, do I get an opportunity? Oh, disengage. No opportunity attack. Okay.
But, and as he's walking away, he says, but that other GIF, his cannon is acting up. Be careful. It spits fire. I don't know. It's doing something strange.
That is not mine.
And it is going to... and it is going to shoot another gout of flame. Just need to see. Drat. Oh well. On to Ing. Deck save again.
He is still yelling at Derolo, who's running away, while this flame is hitting him in the back. Just, I am tired. You need to get back here. It doesn't give a shit with the flames going around him at this point. Fuck, why not? Let's keep going. Let's keep on with the low rolls. Let's get even lower. Let's get to the net 1.
It's crazy. 3 points of fire damage.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
Oh, no, let me put that back. That's actually my temp. Oh, it did take it off my temp. Cool. Okay.
And that will be the end of that. And Olm will say, "Oh, he's lying. Don't believe them." And you'll see the one who was attacking Olm. I saw him kill the knight. Yeah, my cousin, Derek. He's a good guy. He had his
Brother,
daughter at
gun.
home, and you killed him.
Put down your gun, brother. We did not fight them. They came at us. It was self-defense. That
Put
little
down
man
my gun. He's
forced
raising
your
his
cousin.
spear to me. No, that's shit. That Olm was Olm. I don't know if Olm will put down a gun. What would Olm do? Would Olm put down
He
his
wouldn't
gun?
listen to his brother.
Feels generous.
No. If his brother
Well,
would tell
if-
him this is
if
a
you
time for
think
diplomacy.
so, brother.
That's
But if
exactly
he
how I'd
stabs
say it.
me, I'm going to shoot him.
If he stabs you, do your duty.
And he
Hold an
lowers his
action.
gun. Well, you hold a shot. It looks like you're trying to shoot somebody.
He has a sword. You can, finger his sword.
So Olm will not shoot. Ing, we're on you.
Ing is holding his fists. He puts them down. He walks around the grease. Stands at a distance. He comes up to him and he's like, "So good, sir." And he just puts his hands up. He's like, "We're not looking for any more fighting. That gentleman came at us. Apparently he has some kind of fiscal or financial stranglehold over your area. And he had these pirates attacking us, who they ran away. And he kind of forced your cousin to come at us. We are not looking to fight." And he will hold his action unless the guard attacks. And then he will attack back.
Just to be clear, you look like you're going to punch him if he does something. That's it.
He
So
just has his
holding
fist
action
like
looks
this,
like.
just to make sure he's
Beautiful.
not hitting him though.
Good.
I mean, let's be
Yeah,
honest.
he's not hitting him.
There's
He's absolutely
defensive
not hitting him.
posture,
Yeah,
and then there's
sure.
moving to hit. So
That's true. One usually comes before the other. So not hitting 2 times now. Massive GIFs have decided not to hit somebody. Whose turn is it next? Oh, it's his turn too. Beautiful. So, is there anything else you want to do on your terms? Any bonus action?
no,
you
I
wanna
was
take?
just holding it in case he attacks me
Beautiful.
or anyone else. Holding my action unless he does any attack at us.
Both you and Olm at the same time not attacking. You see him kind of holding his spear, saying, "Get down on the ground! Get down! On your knees! On your knees!"
What have we done?
And you'll see him hesitant, but is holding a posture, waiting just to attack somebody. But he also does not. Zaltik, we're on you.
All
So I'll
right.
think maybe you can convince him.
Zaltik not listening. Is going to run down this way,
Sure.
and then bonus action dash. See if
Oh
we
my
get a
God.
glimpse of the captain still, and then now main attack psychic blade him.
Absolutely.
Damn it.
That's going to be a 12. It is going to miss.
All right, well, that's it. I just run,
You still
run even further.
you have your bonus action.
My bonus action was to dash.
Correct. Forgive me.
So yeah, that's it. I just ran a lot, and out of exhaustion, I missed my attack.
That's going to be
like
that.
I'm
You'll
trying to get-
see the knights. Well, one of them run up to the bulk of the mischief, to their friend. Hey, Spear, get on the ground. Get on the ground. We can discuss this. Figure out what's going on here. Get on the ground.
I don't have to get on the ground to
Seems to be
discuss anything.
holding
I am
an
perfectly
attack.
capable of speaking standing up.
Cool. Holding their attack to see what happens. Kestis, we're on you. You can see nobody seems to be attacking anybody. Zaltik chase. Well, Zaltik's attacking the pirate captain who is running away, and you see DeLoco just kind of trotting, just walking away fairly nonchalantly.
Cass is gonna go over to Claire and where is it? Is gonna do cure wounds at second level.
Sure.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Certainly looked like you'd use it. You all right, Claire?
Certainly better.
Beautiful stuff. It's 14 points for you.
Mhm.
Love to see it.
That's I don't think I'm gonna do anything else on my turn.
Okay. So at the end of that, Zaltik, you'll see the captain moving with a speed very similar to your own, dashing toward where the ships are. Is gonna movement, bonus action dash as well. Just trying to get the fuck out of there. Gets far away. You kind of lose them in the as the road kind of like winds a bit and turns. You can see some people, less because you guys have been fighting, but some people are still there and they're kind of like running, dipping and dodging through them. If you want to give chase, of course you can. And that'll be a whole different thing. But as of now, they are getting farther and farther away. Now,
Sorry.
their turn. Claire.
Can I have said one other thing on my turn?
Yeah.
The other thing I would say after making sure Claire is all right is just kind of like look up. Just gonna say, "Hey, Imp, I could really use the blessing of Bessendi right now."
Good stuff. Claire, we're on you.
She's going to put her hands up, look over to the guard, who's over on the side still, and just tell them, "We were here to trade. They attacked us. You can ask any witnesses. I'm just a druid. I'm just a trader." Trying.
So sweet.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure.
Roll better than me. Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Yay!
Sure, why not?
Finally.
Nice.
Yeah, you shot those things. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, she's not even gonna hold an action. Just comes up.
Beautiful stuff. With that, you'll see the last knight kind of run up to join his buddies and uses everything that he has to get over there, holding the spear, and says, "I don't know what's going on here, but we have a dead knight and something." And then you'll see at that time the cannon just kind of like dismantles. Well, that's not a problem anymore. That's good. You get on your knees. Everyone stay calm. No one do anything hostile or aggressive. Tell your friend to stop running. Points over to Zaltik. And we'll figure out what's going on here. In the meantime, you're all under arrest. He didn't have any action, so he will be done. DeLoco is going to just kind of walk away. Disappearing around the bend and through throngs of people. Again, you can give chase. That'll be a whole other thing. That will be the end of his turn. We're not attacking. My brother says to not fight anymore, so we're not doing it. We don't need to get onto our knees to discuss what has been taking place here. Olm's done talking. Ingval, what do you want to do?
Good sir. We are not getting on our knees, and we are not being taken in under arrest because we have committed no crime. You are letting the criminals just walk away because they are paying you off. Do you really want me to punch you in the face? Because that's what's going to happen, and it's going to hurt.
You threatened a peace officer. Criminal paying us off. The Ramirez family is highly esteemed. That's a friend of the black sheep of the family, sure, but still a member of the
she
family.
Just punches him.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, now yeah, it hits South still had the local targeted.
26 is going to hit. Yep, 6 points of damage, crashing into him. You see this lightning kind of coursing through its body, his body. He said, you see, you will see the other one. Well, actually, no, he used his action to get there, so he can't do anything. Yeah, another one, 17 hits. Big 12 points of damage there. You're going to, as you punch into him with the first one, you punch into him with the second one. Please, Ing, describe for me how you would like to.
So he's standing like this, and the guy's talking. Oh, the local family is very pop. Just punches him right in the face as the first one. The lightning crackles around his head as he goes back, and his eyes are dazed, and he uppercuts him with the second one, and knocks him down. And then looks at the other guys. He's like, and he puts his hands up again. He's like, "Now, can we talk peacefully without this rest nonsense?" I mean, I think you might be able to, he's just unconscious. I think he'll be okay.
Anything else? You got movement.
You
got a bonus action too.
No. Wait, hold on. Actually, bonus action. Yeah, I'm not gonna be. Well, I could use my temp again. Defensive. Yeah, but bonus action. I'll use my defensive field again to get myself 5 bonus hit points, and I will. I'm assuming I can walk through these tables and stuff. Like if I wanted to go here. Or is that
yes? Yes, those you can. No, you can kind of easily walk over them. Walk around.
So yeah, he's gonna go this way just to give advantage to his brother, and I will use defensive field again to give myself 5 temp hit points. And yeah, that's the end of my turn.
So you'll see the one who Claire had kind of convinced to not be hostile say, I knew it was a lie. I should have trusted my instincts. You're under arrest. Refrain from taking any more violent actions or face the wrath of the Pandoran Knights. Zaltik, run you.
I'm gonna keep on, see if I can catch up to him, go kind of like in the direction of where the ship is. And
Absolutely. What I would like for you to do is I would like for you to make an acrobatics check. These will be contested
All right.
rolls, and even with a 7 on the die, you win. Moving at about the same speed, obviously having a bit of a lead on you, you're able to kind of catch up, and you can see long before she actually reaches where the ships are. You can see where she is, and you're gaining on her. You're like right behind her. If you want to launch an attack of some kind, you can.
Yeah, sure. I would like to do another psychic blade attack, but this time I try to have it hit one of her legs so she could start just stumble, being the attempt.
Sure. We'll raise the AC a little bit, and if you can beat it, then yeah, you'll slow her down.
Excellent. 21.
Oh, that'll do it. Go ahead and roll the damage. 7 points of damage. Big shit. And you will see her kind of stumble a little bit, and she'll have disadvantage on the next whatever thing she tries to do to get away from you.
How do I
that'll
clear
be
all my
the end
targets
of
again?
that.
By the way.
Shift Alt C.
Okay.
So that'll be that. The Pandoran Night between and Ingval will say, I knew we couldn't trust you. I knew it is. And then just raises a spear and attempts to stab Ing because he's like surrounding him. Doesn't like it. Looks like it's going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
I see him grab it with both hands and just kind of like just thrust into your belly. Looks like 10 points of piercing damage. As he's stabbing
Highly
into
unnecessary.
You, at the end of his turn, he says, submit. You're under arrest. Kestis, you can see the attempts to calm things with the knights doesn't seem to be working. Zaltik has disappeared, just gone. Claire seemed to make a appeal, and then Ulm and Ing changed the plans on that. What would you like to do? DeLoco's walking away. Can't see him anymore. What would you like to do?
Where are the knights that would have been felled? There's one here, and then where was the other one?
I don't know. They're gone. Wherever you need them to be.
Okay.
Whatever you want. They're dead.
I would like to close the gap, put my sword away, and just kind of hands up, and then just reach down to one and just use lay on hands and put 1 hit point into him. Just say, we're not here to cause trouble. We are here for business. And my friends say they were attacked. We're not here to cause a ruckus.
So you do that. You see the knight comes back to life. Breath into him. He's what happened? He's jostling around trying to grab his spear. Is concerned and scared, but doesn't do anything.
Can it be his cousin?
Sure.
The
one whose cousin it was is dead, though.
Would I be able to make a persuasion roll for that?
The 2 cousins have been killed. So one of the cousins is definitely alive now. And sure, make a persuasion roll. It is a 23. The one who you healed can kind of see the magic coming from you and then kind of dissipating, and kind of gets an idea for what the situation is. So as his wits return to him, he seems to be wholly on your side. We'll see how the others feel. He's the same one who Claire was able to kind of persuade also says, all right, if we can just calm down, and if you can do that to that one, points to the other dead knight, then maybe we can discuss things. There's no reason for us to die for this, right? We're not paid enough.
I'm gonna go around and put 1 hit point into all the dead guards.
Oh, well, you can't really do that yet.
Well, okay. Fair
But
enough.
next time, that's what you want to do.
Claire can.
Perfect. Um,
Claire's not.
well, actually, where did you start? Yeah, no, you wouldn't be able to get to the other one. But unless you walk through the grease, you can try to walk through the grease if you want to.
Sure.
Kess is gonna try to do a Jesus thing here, walking on water.
Would the grease still be there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like a physical thing, not a magical thing, correct? Isn't that what it was?
But it was magical, but it'll still be there.
Okay.
Motherfucker. All right. You'll be there. You walk through the grease. As you enter, I need a dex save. If it isn't too much trouble.
Don't slip. Hey!
19, beautiful stuff. You save. You can feel your feet kind of slip a little bit. You're able to maintain your balance. Walk over, place your hand down on the other knight, and hit him with a hit point. And he breathes again. And you can see him also scrambling around for his shield, kind of placing his hand on his chest, finding your hand there, looking up at you, looking confused. You can see just barely through the slits in the helmet. And you can hear the other knight, the one whom you've all have been parlaying with, says, just stay there, don't move. We need to get you some more healing, but maybe we can all walk away from this at the very least.
See, I told you he'd be okay.
Perfect.
I think it might be
with
wise for
that-
you to hold your tongue, Ing.
He just lifts his fist.
That happens. The pirate captain might be running away. Zaltik, let me get another acrobatics check.
All right. Remember, he has disadvantage on that one, right?
Yep.
Cool. 19.
And you are gaining on her. She's running away. She's like limping, trying to get away. You're gaining on her, limping, trying to get away. And you make time. You catch up to her. You get to where she is. And you have your full action to do with what you will. What do you want to do?
How close am I to the ship at this point?
The ship is still a bit of a ways away.
Okay.
It's kind of a beeline. You can see the harbor, and you can see some of the like larger ships. Yours probably being one of them, but they're a little bit too far away for you to know like exactly where it is.
I just wanted
too
to
far
know.
away
Yeah,
to do anything about.
That answers my question. Cool. I want to attack her, but I want to have the intent to incapacitate her. Like, you know,
Sure.
not.
Yeah, you can
not-
knock unconscious.
yeah,
You don't have to kill her.
Shoestring
Right.
tackle.
Fucking hit stick.
Ooh.
17 is gonna hit. Beautiful stuff.
Oh, she's a-
9 points
she's a
of damage
married
with
pirate
that.
captain?
She goes unconscious, and you see her just drop as you kind of crack her with your psychic blade, but not killing her. Boom. And that'll be the end of that. Claire, we're on you.
Claire's going to walk up to everyone over here. And just again, with her hands up. Hands up, just saying, you don't want to cause harm. We're the victims. We can help you. Just like Hester said, we can help.
I think, I think given the circumstances, given the situation, I think they know that they're outmatched. I think there have been enough actions taken that where we don't really need a role to persuade them of your intentions. You'll see the last one, the one whom you all have been successfully persuading, tells the other knights, drop your weapons. Let's figure this out. And then And then you'll see he'll pull out what looks like a stone of some kind and kind of like talk into it, saying, we're gonna need more knights down at the what's he call it? The lower district bazaar.
Why do you need more knights just to stop?
Before the harbor fork. As soon as you can. And then puts the stone away and says, don't worry. When they get here, I'll inform them of the situation. We can figure this out. At least with the Ramirez gone, they don't have to know that we didn't exactly follow their orders to a T. We can just say you got away. They don't pay us enough. So I guess you guys had something that they wanted, and they decided to try and forcefully take it from you, huh?
Mm-hmm. We were trying to trade.
I'm gonna need a deception check from Claire. That isn't too much trouble.
Sure.
Anyone wants to say something?
But is it a lie? I mean, we were trying.
We did.
Yeah, she tried to charm
I'm
them.
gonna add one of the D4s that I have saved.
Oh, please.
Great use.
Great. Cool.
Good stuff. With that, you guys are hanging out at the bazaar, talking with this. Say it again.
Ing and Ohm are kind of eyeing each other a little bit. They're not too comfortable with the authorities over their years, especially over their youth. And when they hear a calling back up, they know it's never a good thing. And so they're a little nervous about this right now. They're like, listen, I don't know if this is a opportunity. I don't know why. It feels like you need more to perhaps subdue us. I don't know why you would need more for us just to speak. I don't understand.
You guys are incredibly powerful, clearly more powerful than we are. Just want to make sure that after we have come to this agreement, you won't choose to attack like you did last time. That's all. It's just for our own personal safety. All right, I can assure you, the Ramirez's pay us plenty. They don't pay us enough to die for them. Whatever you're doing.
That's what the cousin said. He didn't want to attack, but the Ramirez the local forced him to do it. He's like, he's all very nervous when he came at us. This is bullshit.
Seems like they're on our side here.
Derek's cousin be like, I mean, he didn't really make me attack. I just know that, like, I would be paid for doing it, so I don't get paid a lot being a peacekeeper here. A little extra money is always nice.
On the take! The authorities are on the take! You're being paid!
And you'll see the other one, the one who's been, like, more amicable. He says, my name's Sarayan. We are a private police force. So, yes, essentially, we're all, quote-unquote, on the take. That's how it works here. The Confederacy
has no authority here,
owns
then.
the police force. We are the authority here, then.
Does he own this? He steps back, he looks at Claire, and he wants I can't. I just can't. I can't.
Look,
Just say
I don't know what business you have here. It's all take dragging the body back of the pirate.
I knew it. I knew that's what was going to happen. Guys, look what I found.
Look what I found. Dragging it by her collar.
I fucking knew that's how he was going to return.
Dragging the body back in the middle of this. I don't know what business you guys have here. Is she dead?
Love it.
Is she dead?
No, she's not dead. You just have some personal business. Just need to, have her own little chit chat, and then she'll be all on her way. I assure you.
He says, it's INOC pirate. Better off dead. I don't know what business you guys have here. If you get out of here now, we won't make it any of our problem.
As long as I can get back to the ship with her, we're good.
Wait, are you saying you don't like these pirates?
The pirates, no.
This pirate
DeLoco
was
is a
working.
member of the Ramirez family. That's
The
It's a
pirate
different
was
thing.
working for DeLoco.
sure.
Can someone wake this woman up? You could ask her, interrogate her.
Dang, I think it's clear that
No,
we
no.
don't know
No,
the
don't wake her.
politics of the situation here.
I'll say it again, Kessis.
I say, Ing, I think it's clear that we don't fully grasp all the politics of this
Oh,
situation.
I grasp it.
We may
I grasp
be
it.
wise
Doesn't
to
sound like it.
leave it be.
Your indignation, I think, is a clear indicator that you don't grasp
Lies!
the situation here.
And corruption.
I really wish I had a silence spell right now.
Same.
All I have is command.
Listen, he missed way
See
too
more
many
knights
shots
arriving.
on DeLoco. Okay, he is in a bad mood.
I'm very upset. And he says, all right, guys, don't worry. We're just talking here. Seems to have been a minor dust up. Look around at the incredibly injured knights who are still at 1 HP, bleeding out of every orifice. Says, they're going to be fine. They're much better than they were only moments ago. These civilians here, traitors, are leaving now. And he kind of like faces to you all. And they're taking their pirate bounty with them. One of the other cities has a bounty on this one. And the other cities, they go and grab their hurt friends and start to like pick them up and walk them away. They flinch a little bit as they pass by Ohm, who shot him in the head and killed him.
Castus is going to go up to the guard captain that just spoke and is just say, "Thank you for your understanding," and he's going to slip him a platinum.
He kind of holds your hand as you slip it to him, squeeze a little bit, and says, thank you for being a quick learner. And releases your hand and takes the platinum and starts walking away.
Tips a hat.
Out of
Hey.
here, shouting over his shoulder. By the end of day.
Ing just murmurs under his breath. Corrupt guards.
You have your orders. So,
We were
with the end
headed
of
back to the
that,
ship anyway.
does anybody need a break? Want to take one before this next half hour? I would
yeah,
love
I
to.
might be good for a break.
Beautiful, let's do it.
Cool.
Oh, shit.
Intermission. We shall return.
See you guys shortly. given a direct order from the knights. You saw that they have a communication device of some kind. Word is probably traveling very quickly.
What did you,
Planes were
sorry,
to
what
go
did you
back
say
to the
the guard captain's name was? I apologize.
I did, but I don't remember what I said anymore. Oh, Sarian. That was
Right.
guard. Well, not the captain, but the guard who you guys were communicating with. His name was Sarian. Don't really know anything else, but he said, "I'm Sarian, and get out."
Yeah, I feel like we're probably getting back to the ship. Kestis is pulling Ing along, and don't need to make any more of a ruckus today.
The corruption is ridiculous.
Ing,
You should not have
we
paid
don't
him
know
a dime.
anything of this place. It's wise for us to hold our tongues.
I know it's corrupt.
Until we get some distance. I couldn't agree more. I'm not sure if you remember, but we're here
Aha!
to purge
So
some of that
retract your
evil.
statement that we don't know a thing about this place. We know that.
We know one thing about this place.
I figured that you and your brother of all people would know the purpose and the intent of privateers. They're a necessary evil in a place like
Coming
this.
from the person that I was hurt pretty badly by that man. He took
I was
away
hurt
nearly
worse.
half of my vitality with one spell, and then he hit me with fire like 3 times. Did
I'm not
anyone
referring-
know? Claire noticed. She healed
I'm not
me.
referring to him. I'm referring to the guards.
They were working for him.
Correct. But they're working people, just
They're
like
not
anybody
working
else.
pe-
We're technically working for someone I don't like. Just saying.
So
Thank you, Claire.
apparently this place just subscribes to the red wall. It's okay. They all just protect each other. They're all working class. Doesn't matter what corruption they do. Doesn't matter what laws they themselves break. It doesn't matter how
The
many
thin
of
blue
the
line.
working class they crush under their heels. None of that matters.
Ingval, if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind hearing Claire's version of the events that just transpired.
From the start, or
Not
When I
actually
fucked up,
summarizing it at
Or
the
after
moment.
I fucked up.
Not actually summarizing it. I'm just saying it. Be interested to hear a different perspective.
Why don't you start, Claire, about where they almost killed you?
I mean, to be fair, I'm kind of squishy. You stab me enough times and I'll die.
They killed Alcubierre! I have to wait till tomorrow to bring him back.
But you can bring him back. Bright sides, we're alive. I almost died. Now we can go. And we have the captain.
We do
Wait,
indeed.
I need coffee. Ink spins on his heels. As he spins, you see he doffs his armor. And he just starts walking towards the ship very briskly. Stomping, if you will.
While you guys are talking, you've been traveling. Zaltik is dragging this body. Is
I would have
anybody
asked
helping him?
to help me carry it.
Ohm would have helped. Ohm would have. Oh no! I got it here. Ugh, throws it over his shoulder. My brother worried about the political climate. You should know better than that. It's all corrupt. Rada. Gambling, drinking. So you guys carry. You can see the ship ahead. You can see up, kind of along the docks on the ship there. You see Ica like kind of hanging out, leaning with her back kind of facing you all, watching the kids just play with shit, saying, and that's the mast. You know, you want to, well, the thing, I don't know, I guess on a vessel like this, it doesn't really help. But if you're using water or winds to travel, there's a big sail, you know, you're going to like kind of, I can show you the ropes. She kind of looks over her shoulder. So you guys, everybody off the ship now, down the back, pretend like you were cleaning it. You can clearly hear her saying this and all of that shit. You guys make it onto the ship. You see the kids like pretending to be cleaning the side of it, hanging off of it from the ropes and netting and thing that hangs down. As you're approaching, you can kind of feel your connection with the ship. Again, Claire, you more than, you know, anybody else because you're still like attuned to it, for lack of a better term. Feels like home. You immediately feel this kind of togetherness, this comfort. Since the ritual, you've been able to like commune with the ship, all of you in a different way, and all of you being able to, through the ship, kind of connect with each other in a very like weak, like in the sense of just being aware of someone's kind of position on the ship and their general disposition. So being back in close proximity to the ship, you feel that connection again. I think it makes you all feel, I don't know, however you feel about being connected to things. With that, Zoltek probably hates it. With that, you get onto the ship, and you're on the ship, and you see the kids, and they're pretending to clean and stuff, and little Oliver runs up to you and says, well, we kept an eye on the ship, just like you said, and had no trouble here whatsoever.
Sure seems that way. However, young man, I believe that what I had asked you and what I had told you that I would pay you and your friends for was to keep an eye on our ship and to keep your hands off of it.
And he kind of like looking to Ica and looks back to you and looks to Ica, and Ica kind of walks up and says, hey, listen, man, I know, all right, you told him not to, but like, I figured it'd be good for them to get a feel for it. Main reason is the kids here, they don't have much hope for a future. They're not worth anything. No one cares about their life. And just this little minor experience, just this little bit of time on a ship might be that spark, you know, that can like make them dream about something. And
thank you, Ike. I appreciate your input, you know but however,
so
you are not
That's
the captain
rude.
Or
Captain?
the owner of this ship.
Oh, are you the captain?
I'm the captain.
Guys,
regardless,
I think he's announced himself as the captain. I think
No.
he's official. Oh, so one of you two are definitely the captain. You know what, kids? Let's go down off the ship and let them figure out who the captain is. She like kind of hustles the
Ing
kids
looks
away.
at Kestis and he's like, Thunder Brother, you are going to criticize me for attacking grown armed men that nearly killed us because of their corruption, yet you are going to be hard-nosed with these children.
They're children.
I gave clear instruction, and those clear
Did they
instructions
damage you?
were
No.
not taken.
I trust Ica. I didn't want the Rugrats on the ship either, but I
Ing,
trust
if
Ica.
I may,
And
Ing, if I may, you mentioned to us that we don't know a whole lot about this place. One thing we don't know about this place is its dangers. These
because
kids
these children are so much more
kids could
threatening
certainly
than those
be
guards
harmless, but they could certainly be working for somebody, just like everybody else could in this town. With all due respect, I also didn't criticize the kids. I gave Ike a shit because it is not her call. I'm starting to get real sick of her shit, if I'm being perfectly honest with you.
She's young.
Now you said that we were connected, DM. So I mean, is this as far as being connected? Can they feel moods and emotions of the rest of the crew as well?
No, not no. That's a bit deeper. You're more just kind of a physical awareness of where they might be in the ship and a general sense of like their well-being, if they're dying or not.
Gotcha.
That's pretty much like the vibe that you know.
Well, Ing plops down in the corner, And what time is it? What time of the day is it? Do we have a time or?
Yes. So you guys were hanging out in the bar. Spent a little bit of time there. Got here at a little bit before like midday, so it's probably 4 p.m. a little early evening right now.
Gotcha. So he kind of plops down along one of the railings, pulls out his parchment and his charcoal, and he starts scribbling once again. And he's like, "Ika, you wouldn't happen to? I'm famished. Would you have any food, perhaps, that you could cook us up some?"
Of course, I made some lunch for the kid. I made some lunch for when you guys would return, and I got some here. I got some, it's not much. I didn't want to dig into the stores too much, so I just went and grabbed a couple of things from the harbor market. So I got some fish nuggets.
Kestis is going to pull out the bread and beef that he has and distribute it to everyone but Ika.
That's some good shit.
Excellent.
I guess that's good. That's fine. No big deal. No fish nuggets for you.
Be nice, Kestis.
I think I'll be all right.
She's like, hands out the fish nuggets to everybody. Takes back the fish nuggets that she pushed toward Kestis. Slides them over to Claire. And says, "You're the captain now. Extra fish nuggets for the captain." And Ika finds Zaltek, or finds Olm, and says, "You sure she's not waking up no time soon? Because if she wakes up and sees me, she's gonna try to kill me." I don't know. He's the one who did it. Ask him. Points to Zaltek. And Ika says, "Ditto. Same question."
Yeah, I was thinking we could put him on that death chair and interrogate him. Maybe we could find out some helpful information. Everybody
Don't put
hears
him
this.
on the chair.
The death chair. The bad one.
No,
That
it's
chair
not
still
only a death
controls
chair.
this ship.
It can control the ship, and it also links with the other chair. If you don't remember, Claire and the dwarf were having kind of this battle of wills on his chairs, and there's some craziness going on. This is not... No one goes on the chairs, Zaltek.
We could just tie her to a bed. I don't know.
I
Yes,
mean, if
rope,
somebody's
right?
willing to give up their bed, but death chair sounds
I don't
better to me.
sleep. I don't
No.
sleep.
I'm not sure.
Ing
I'm not
stands
sure
up.
if you guys are familiar with these where you come from, but tend to use these a little bit. In my realm, he's going to pull down a piece of cloth and tie it around her face like a blindfold.
As you do that, when you complete putting a blindfold, Ing grabs her by the collar, drags her over to a nearest mast, pulls out his rope, and just ties her around the mast. Doesn't need to be in anyone's bed.
Not like I get to sleep.
When did this become
And,
so chaotic?
It's been a while. It happens.
You see Ing's hand is shaking, by the way. It's just shaking.
Oh, mad caffeine.
He has not had caffeine yet. He's in withdrawing here right now.
Beautiful.
Maybe hold off on the coffee, Ing.
There's no
Zaltek
such thing
told
as
Ing
holding
to
off on
take
the
it
coffee.
easy.
Perhaps hold off on beating up every pirate captain you see and dragging them into the middle of a confrontation with the city guard.
She's useful. We could get some information from her.
Ika kind of sneaks up behind Ing with a cup. You hear like the glass rattling against the plate. She goes, "Hey, this is you're probably yeah. I've been working on it. Add a little vanilla bean."
That was divine. Any more? You literally drank it in one gulp.
Shit. So, quick question. Those kids did a good job cleaning up you guys' ship, man. It was a mess. Look around. Things are organized, and now they understand the way ships work better. I think maybe they should be paid for what they've done. I kept them out of the danger room, the place with the scary chair. I kept them away from that.
Did they go in my room?
Which one's your room? Never mind. Don't answer. Yes.
Did they?
Does it look actually organized? Good question.
You want to go take a look, see if your rooms are organized?
I immediately
Yeah.
run to my room as well. And make sure that everything
Ing looks at
is where
Aika,
I had it stashed.
and he gives her some of the beans that he has, and he gives her 10 gold. He's like, "Make me a full pot. This is for the kids. There you go."
Oh, this it's interesting. Good. She like goes over to the machine and starts doing coffee stuff. I don't know how coffee works. I drink tea. And describe how she handles the coffee, and then she disappears and takes care of the kids.
Well, we're on the ship. I haven't gotten my espresso machine yet from Holgern, so it's just one of those little tin pots. The percolators is just
Perfect.
get it in there.
And grinds it up. So that happens. I can thank you, lady. You hear that coming from outside. Then pitter patter of little feet disappearing down the ramp that comes up to the ship. Zoltek shouts. No, I'm sorry. Spencer asked, is everything where I left it? What was it? Is the things where I stashed them?
Right, yes.
Give me an investigation check. Where'd you stash them?
I stashed them up in like a corner, up sort of like a kind of like up on a ledge. If there's like a sort of like like little like ledge area up in the corner, sort of high up, maybe not necessarily where
Sure.
people would look first.
Sure. You reach up there, and you feel nothing. You root around a bit. You feel like a little piece of paper. You pull it down. You can see written on a piece of paper in a note that was clearly written by a child. The B's and D's are mixed up. The K's are backwards. The letters are wrong. And it says, "Found a better hiding spot, mister. Check under the floorboard. To the left of the bed."
He's a little fox.
Right? Exactly what I am thinking right now. All right, yeah, I look right there. At that.
You find first a floorboard you never noticed before. Like there definitely wasn't a loose floorboard here or nothing. It looks great. You kind of like inspect it a bit and you tap it and it almost like clicks a little bit. It's like kind of like almost like pushed in and pops open.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see what looks like it looks like you see like a little bit of rubber band and a spring, like this very crudely like thrown together bit of mechanics that allow for the floorboard to kind of pop up. And you can see it looks like your stuff is in there. You see a little pretty bag. Bunch of shit in it.
Awesome. So quite happy with that hiding spot. I just feel like, okay. I just sort of nod to I'm like, okay, that's respectable. And then just put it back there. And very relieved. About had a panic attack. Which did for a moment.
Kill these kids. Bastard kids.
Right?
Ika kind of just leaning against the door jamb. It says, I whipped up the mechanism. It was the kid's idea, though. He's a pretty smart kid. I think his name was...
We could just keep this
Evan?
between you and me, yes? Nobody else has to know that. This is particularly my spot, right?
Just kind of like winks. And walks away.
Excellent.
Leaves some fish sticks at the door.
Yeah,
Fish
so
nuggets.
I just take the nuggets and go back up, and I just act completely chill.
Give me a deception check. You go back up, join the others. Claire, what's your passive insight? 1 billion?
17.
Beautiful. Good
Billion.
stuff. And Kestis, I would like for you to make an insight check. Claire, I'd like for you to make an insight check.
Absolutely.
It's definitely a big deception check from Zaltek. So I don't know. Zaltek looks as strange as he normally looks. Kestis, hard to read. Bug, it's hard to. You thought maybe for a second he might be behaving shiftier than usual, but then you're like, nah, it's about as shifty as he normally is. Claire, he's hiding something. You don't know what it is. Something, and you don't know if it's like. It could be something as harmless as like extra snacks.
Who isn't
There's
hiding
something. Yeah, pretty much. Doesn't strike you as too abnormal, but it's something going on in that insect brain of his. Maybe him and Ika are fucking,
Wow.
Maybe that would be interesting.
Or he has a crush. Maybe that's what it is. Who knows? I don't know. Something going on with that bug. That would be interesting. Just been real excited. With that,
Personal drama.
Oh, my head. Sounds like the pirate captain is coming too.
Wakey, wakey.
Everybody starts hearing these like groans and shouts and unblindfold me. What's happening? Who's out there?
Kestis is gonna walk up to the pirate captain, just pulling a sword and just lay it so that the tip of it is just on shoulder and like the edge of the blade is against the neck.
Immediately, as soon as it comes into contact, they just jump and okay, all right, don't kill me. Who? Master DeLoco, is that you? Oh, it's you.
Don't move too quickly. You wouldn't want me to slip, would you?
I'll tell you anything that you want to know. Just let me go.
Well, I think it's wise that you start talking. Tell us a little bit about your new friend we just met in Galcian.
New to you, old to me. DeLoco is my direct supervisor in Galcian's armada. It's been slowly growing in armada, organizing the INOC pirates. And you see Ika kind of like standing back there with her arms crossed, looking very sternly, very intensely, as the pirate lady is talking. She kind of says, the pirate lady continues. Galcian's a member of the Ramirez family. I know you guys are new here. If you really got the Xanatol stone, then you could probably make a deal with him. Just, don't use magic on him next time. That's not too smart. I couldn't do anything about it, but, luckily he was there. I don't know. What do you want to know? What do you like? Ika kind of steps up and says, is Vise and Fina alive? You see her pull this massive boomerang and just start to like bury it into her neck, and you hear
Kestis is gonna grab her hand and pull it back. Say, wait.
Who is who alive? Vise
Answer the question.
and Fina. Maybe, I don't know. Galcian took them to the Zealot Temple. I don't know where that is, but DeLoco does. And I know where DeLoco is.
Ing pops up. He was listening to this. You know where DeLoco is.
Yeah, well, I know where his hideout is. I know where his faction. I know where he tends to be. Yes.
How much does he pay those guards of his?
Who? Us, the pirates, or the knights?
The knights.
The knights.
The knights are only on Pandora, only when he's visiting the Pandoran cities. That's a different thing of the Confederacy. That's through Gaussian. Where he's hanging out, there probably won't be any knights there unless they're off duty. But the pirates, he pays us pretty well. And we can take whatever we find.
Well, because of you and your little boss, we've been ordered to leave, which poses a bit of a problem for us finding them.
Who? Gaussian?
Galcian and DeLoco, both, yes.
Kestis,
No. You'll be able to find the loco up in the Ionosi, in the Ionos. Gaussian, I'm not sure where he's hanging out, where his hideout is, but the loco will know. It's probably out of the reach of the Pandoran Knights because he doesn't like his auntie Theodora that much, but she takes care of him. And she doesn't like him as long as he doesn't cause too much trouble. I don't understand the nature of their relationship, but if you get the loco, I can tell you where he is, and he can tell you what Gaussian is. He makes regular reports to him. He's the guy who makes all of Gaussian's cool things. That's the way to go. I don't, just let me go. Is Vise and Fina alive? You hear Ica growl. Again, this strange intensity taking over her. Being held back only by Kestis.
Ing puts a hand on her shoulder as Kestis is holding her. He's like, Ica, we will handle all of this. Because it appears that everything leads to the same people. So our goals and yours seem to be united.
Ica says, good. No, you're right. Sorry. If they're already dead, then there's no reason for this one to be alive. With this cold, and you hear the pirates say, I'll tell you where DeLoco is, only after you get me away from her. I can't see her, and I don't know what she pushed into my neck, but it was heavy.
you're gonna do one better for us. And Kestis is gonna gesture for Ica to stand behind the mast and just go off to the go off to the
walk
side.
over. She's looking at you, shrugging a little bit.
Kestis is gonna pull up the blindfold just enough so that the captain can see.
And
is gonna-
she tries to shake her more of her sight free. Do you try to prevent that?
No, and is going to pull out the stone. Just hold it right in front of her face.
The captain's gonna say, Is that the stuff?
Yes, it is.
Uh,
You may not think
if
very
you got a
highly
lot of it, the local would be very happy to take it off your hands. What do you want me to do? I can't do anything with that. I don't know anything about that. I just know he wants it.
You may not think us very wise, but we've proven you wrong on that twice over.
Nope.
We're not stupid enough to have brought an entire ship full of this here.
Smart. That's smart. You have a ship full?
No. But we can get one. We're
Good.
here on
good.
the order
good.
of Bestendi.
Kestis,
I don't know who
I
that
don't
is, but I'm sure that's useful
feel
for
trading is an option at all with DeLoco. He seemed to be quite insistent.
No,
on taking
I'm
no.
it
not
from
asking.
us.
Trade's
for
an
De-
option.
De-
Trade's an
DeLoco.
option. Trade's
You all
definitely
just
an
tried to
option.
kill us to take it. The submitting,
I'm
submitting,
not
the submitting.
She looks around the room.
For
She's like,
DeLoco.
that one cast a spell on him. He didn't like it. She points to Claire.
He was already telling you to arrest us at that point.
Tries to shrug. He's like,
He was gonna take it
yeah,
anyway.
well,
I think it's
Probably,
wise for
yeah.
us to mention we're not asking you anything. I'm telling you that the only purpose that you have left to us is to get us in front of Galcian.
We need to find DeLoco. He's the one.
I can.
What purpose do we have with DeLoco?
He knows
She
where
said that
Galcian is.
DeLoco-
I don't know where
Thank
Galcian
you.
is. Nobody knows where Galcian is. DeLoco knows where Galcian is. That's the I can. I mean, maybe I could trick DeLoco into thinking that I got away. He saw me run. I don't know. Was he there when you dragged me back? I don't know what happened after.
you're gonna do better.
Kind of gestures toward Zaltik after he knocked me out.
We're not letting you go.
They
But can you help us get in?
DeLoco.
Yes.
I can get you to where he is.
Kessis, we need to find DeLoco in order to find out where Galcian is. Unfortunately,
He'll be
this
heavily
is a
guarded.
Two-step process.
There'll be a lot of pirates.
What you're telling us is that DeLoco handles the trade matters on behalf of Galcian?
I don't know about that. I know that DeLoco builds the experimental weapons. That's what I know. And all of Galcian's other tools. So if Galcian wants the stone, and I know he does, DeLoco's going to be the one who it turns it into something useful. So I don't know if that helps you, but he definitely knows where Galcian's hideout is.
Just gonna pull the blindfold back over and walk away and kind of just turn to kind of more speak with the rest of the team here. So what is the plan here? What are our thoughts?
So before you start talking, sorry, just to be clear, you step away from where she is to talk with the team,
Yeah.
or just kind of turn away? Like, do you want her to be able to hear you or not? That's the question.
I mean, at this point, I don't know if it really matters. I don't feel like we're discussing anything terribly crazy. I mean, if we are, we can certainly step away, but I'm mostly just trying to figure out what purpose that we are going to use this captain for, or if we're just going to kill it right now.
Sure.
This captain, apparently, she knows where DeLoco is. And DeLoco knows where Galcian is. So we cannot dispose of her just yet. Unfortunately, we need her and her information. We have yet to get any weaknesses of DeLoco's base and operations out of her, but I'm sure perhaps we could get something. I don't see any other path.
For once, I agree with the hippo.
Give.
It's Jeff.
It's irrelevant at this point in time. So what you are proposing is that we pry for information on finding weaknesses in this base. And then what?
I believe subterfuge is the best way. I believe we should not fight our way in.
One more time?
I believe we should not fight our way in. I believe we should try to sneak, and he kind of looks over at Zaltek, our way in.
Just gonna look at Claire and Zaltek and Ohm. You guys, I want to be clear right now. You heard him say we're gonna sneak in. Subterfuge is a word that was used in this situation. Is that we all heard that?
Yes.
It may
Wait,
be hard for
did the
some of
big
you.
one just say they wanted to sneak in? Captain's laughing. Then you hear her choking.
Aika, don't kill her.
Okay. She shouldn't be laughing. I still don't know if Vise and Fina are alive.
Kestis is gonna walk up and just put a gag in the captain's mouth. Just put a dirty rag in there.
The greasy
That'll do for
rag
now.
that Ike's been cooking with.
Super greasy, gross. Yeah, one of the ones that the kids would have been using to like clean up the deck.
Swab the deck.
Yeah. No love lost here.
Got all deck wax all over it and everything.
Yeah.
Ing does turn to Aika. Aika, come over here, please. Stay by us, please.
It kind of slowly walks up, the boomerang dragging across the floor of the deck, seething.
We will find your friends. They are most likely
She just has to answer
whoever they are.
one question.
She doesn't seem to know any more than what she's told you. And killing her will only hurt finding your friends and the rest of what we need to be done.
Give me a persuasion checking. She kind of throw the boomerang over her shoulder. She does soften a bit.
Always persuasion. Always persuasion.
Can I give him advantage on this because I feel like we're working towards the same end?
How do you help?
I mean, I feel like most of what I have done and what Ing and I have done to quell her anger in the last like several minutes of conversation has been on that kind of track.
He kind of just was like, I could stop. We need information. I could stop. We need information. Are you trying to, in this moment here, Ing is talking with her. You're hearing this. They're right next to you. Are you joining this conversation in some way to assist him?
Ika, we all have goals here. And while I understand yours is personal vengeance, we have much bigger things at play. And I assure you, we are aligned. And I have no love for this captain. Trust me on that. She's a tool.
And Ika kind of turns to you and says, you hear the boomerang kind of fall to the ground. You talk to her. Ask her. If my friends are dead, then I'll kill her whenever you let me. If she doesn't answer, I'll kill her now.
We have work to do. And at the moment, she is an instrument in us delivering on those goals.
So you refuse to ask her?
I do not refuse to ask her, but we have asked her several times, and she doesn't know your friends by name. I would love to be able
Then
to
I'll
get
describe
you
them
information.
to her. She was there. She's the one who raided our ship.
With all due respect, and I truly do mean this because I have lost many people very close to me in my time, we will right this wrong. Not right now. Not here. Here
I
you
would
will
like
find no
for-
vengeance.
Both you and Ing to roll separate persuasion checks with advantage.
Both of us with advantage?
Yes.
I
You'll see Ika stands there. She kind of looks over to Ing. I don't know, Ing, how do you present yourself in this moment as she kind of looks to you? How do you look? What's your body language like?
Oh, it's very softened. It's very softened, inviting, if you will. Kind of a head tilt to the side, and not a smile of amusement, but a smile of understanding. And he's like, Ika, we know you want to find your friends, and we are here to help you with that, as you've helped us.
And she's watching you, and you see her like grin a little bit. Not a happy smile, a very sad smile. And you see she kind of turns away from you, looks to Kestis, and you see tears welling up in her eyes, and she says, well, as far as I can tell, you've all saved my life already. Vengeance would have probably killed me. We'll do it your way. Whatever you think is right.
You can't rewrite the past, so you must look forward or risk being left behind.
She kind of wipe a tear, and she said, that was actually kind of beautiful. You like read poetry or something? Like, what was that? Where'd that come from? I've seen you tinker with things, but that's a different whole kind of like I expect something like that from her.
I read a lot of books. Some have prose.
Wow. It's kind of sexy. She like walks away.
Ing just turns around and starts talk to everyone else. Anyway, that one laughed when we said about sneaking in. I mean, to me, I feel fighting is going to be a lot worse than she said it was heavily guarded. I don't.
I think perhaps some of both. I don't know that we have the element of surprise that we hoped for initially. And I think that every attempt that we make to disguise ourselves has a very strong chance of backfiring on us. We've already proved ourselves capable. So I still say that we have the option to go in and present ourselves in the manner we had intended to. With this.
I just had a thought. The stone that we have obviously is a fake. It's a fugazi. It's not real to begin with. Zeltek obviously is the more, a smarmy type of character and that DeLoco would usually hire. So maybe we can have Zeltek take the captain and the stone and go to DeLoco and said, I changed my mind. I just want to get paid. Here's the stone. Here's your pirate captain. Screw them and earn his trust. And then maybe we can figure out something else around that.
An interesting point. Kestis is going to walk back over to the captain, pull the rag out of her mouth.
That's vile. You
Where-
disrespectful. Huh?
Where
What?
is DeLoco's place of residence?
I'll take you there.
No.
Southern Hemisphere. INOC, Western Quadrant. It's hard to find. I can take you there. You can drive. I can just kind of point it out. Whoever's in charge. I don't know who's the
He's
captain.
not staying here in Juiced?
The local, no. To conduct his experiments, no, absolutely no. The pirates, no.
That's all I
Yeah.
needed for right now. He's going to put the rag
I
back in
believe
her
she
mouth.
said Aidos.
So, here's the thing. We have to be out of here by end of day, but it's going to kind of position the sun. In a few hours, we have one more meeting business to attend to here. Perhaps we see what the result of that is. We leave the port, and we can spend some more time prying this one for more information. We'll make a plan on the way. We're heading in that direction anyway.
He looks at Ohm and nods. Ohm's just kind of in agreement with them right now, but he looks at Zaltek and Claire's like, Zaltek, Claire, do you have any ideas or input perhaps of what we should do?
I think it's best we figure it out along the way. But, as far as me sneaking in, we can just, I can do what I can, or if you,
Well, didn't sneak. Just walk in the front door, dragging this one and the stone, and tossing it and say, here, it's yours.
I think that would feel very unnatural for me.
And then you say, I want to get paid.
Okay, well, perhaps.
You turned on
What
us.
about that?
You're a freelancer. You turned on us to make money on your own, and you know where the rest is at.
Why don't we finish gathering any provisions we need here in town? We'll have our rendezvous, which I think Zaltek may be the best one to accompany me on that, because I don't believe that I'm supposed to show up with too much of a presence. as was
Oh, that would be
requested.
wise.
And we make tail and make a plan on the way.
Let's just make this quick. I don't want to be here too much longer and cause any more trouble with these guards.
I agree with that. Any objections?
Not for
Well,
me. I will stay here and do my other business while you guys attend to that. I believe you
probably
are correct.
way wise to. Sorry, go ahead.
Just the two of you would probably be the best.
Well, probably be wise to get this one below deck.
No one's coming to our ship. I don't see. Well, I guess.
Yeah, pirate captain or no, I think it's probably draws a little bit too much attention. Probably drawn a little bit too much attention already, having someone tied to our mast.
They know we're bounty hunters. That's what the guards
Where-
told me, remember?
They know
Where are
we're
we gonna put her
traitors.
below? Where would she reside below deck?
We got plenty of rope. I don't know that it matters too much where exactly we put her.
As long as it's away from my room, we're all good.
Let's make sure we put her in Zaltik's room.
Tie her to the bed, because apparently that's the first place he thought that we could tie her to.
Kinky. It's kind of sexy.
My
The whole new
suggestion was a
side
death
eye.
chair that was already bad enough.
No!
I'm sure we can find a space below deck that's very uncomfortable.
What about an Ohm's room?
You got anything to say about that?
You
Cool.
want her
I think that's-
dead in the morning? Put her in my room.
He will kill her.
Guys, I don't
Okay.
use my room. You could just put her in mine.
There you go. Claire's room for prisoners. Works for me.
I think maybe we could later down the line replace our that death chair, since you all don't want to use it for its actual purpose, for a like a prison cell of some sorts.
We asked
I don't know that it has a positive
Terrestria,
purpose.
and she said that it would be very difficult to get removed.
Difficult doesn't mean that it can't be. Just find the right person, as we always do.
Well, yes, when we get to the appropriate dock or space to do it. She was quite powerful and she wasn't able to do it, so yes, it's on the list, but I don't think it's anything we can do now.
I'm not saying
Think-
now, later down the road.
I think
It's on
Zaltik's
He pulls out a list. He's like, "It's on the list." And he rolls it back up again.
Oh, my brother and his lists. It's just better not to question the lists.
I think I agree. I think I agree with Zaltik. I think we got a little bit of, I don't know how this kids say it these days, leveling up to do before we tackle that.
Leveling up. I've never heard that. What do you mean by that?
I don't know. I heard the kids say it earlier today. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
50% of my conversations with Terrestria was about getting that chair removed. So I don't think we have any options at the moment.
Well, maybe she's just not as strong as you think she is.
Zeltic, why don't you go in it? Why don't you go try?
I'm not saying this is my expertise. I'm just.
Okay then.
Well, plan I believe we have.
Beautiful stuff. So, with that, just to recap here, the plan is to meet up with Anna, or meet up at Anna's, figure out whatever the fuck the secret brisket thing is about, and then have the pirate captain lead you to where DeLoco's hiding out at.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And apparently figure out what we're doing there on the way for Zeltic.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. That's the best plan ever. I have a mechanic built for that. So That's we love that kind of stuff.
Make a plan, execute the plan.
No, big play. What is it? Throw away the plan. Whatever. I don't remember. All that.
We're so good at following
Make the plan,
plans so
execute
far,
the plan.
guys.
Plan goes off the rails. Throw away the plan.
Right. Throw away the plan. Yeah. So with that, Claire, I saw a cat, kind of like dropping in and out there. Is there anything that Claire wants to contribute, to this scenario here?
Not really. She was letting the more scary people handle the intimidation part.
Beautiful.
That's a subjective
right then.
term.
Scary people.
She's
I mean-
94 pounds soaking wet. Come on.
Well, if there is nothing else, that's where we end tonight's session, guys. Welcome back. Thanks for doing this. As always, it's been a good time. I don't know if you guys want to talk and stuff, we can. But I'm exhausted. I want to get the fuck out of here.
So we will end the stream. Thank you for joining us. It was good fun. We'll be back Friday with more the most likely conclusion of Hexahazron, hopefully. And then next
Woo!
week, Souls of Magic Dawn. So where Austin is now a member of Souls of Magic Dawn. So thank you guys again.
Woo!
And until
Currently
next
fucking
time.
shit up.
So say we all, yes.